Let me know sometime this week.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, you know what it is. Time to fall in. First formation, morning sports talk. Bishop, how you doing this morning, sir? Let's go.
What's going on, WGO, WGO? How y'all doing on this Monday morning, man? I know it's the beginning of the week. It's one of those days in which a lot of people don't look forward to because it's Monday. It's the beginning of a work week. We just don't feel like it. Even when it comes to fall in first formation, we knew how it was, Trey, when we got, the weekend.
Bruh, who you
And
telling?
we got to catch that first formation. We've been out to the clubs all weekend, getting it in or whatever. And then that first formation coming Monday. And if you've been overseas, man, the partying overseas is a bit different than partying in the stateside, man. Clubs overseas, they don't close till 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. What up, Zach? What up,
What's good morning?
MA?
Good morning,
Good to
sir.
see you, man. Good morning. You know what I'm saying? So to see that, man, to go to formation, bro, I had many formations. And let me hear all you military-minded personnel and military personnel who served our great country. Thank y'all for y'all service. How many of y'all did your clubbing that night before and had to go straight from the club straight to formation? And when I say that, like you left the club, went to your room. What's
Good
up,
morning,
Erica? Good
Erica.
morning. Good morning. Feeling great. That's good. Glad to see it. Left the club, went to your room or your house or whatever, jumped into PTs and went straight to formation without a lick of sleep. Like, how many of y'all did that outside of myself? Because I've done it a few times, especially being a 92 golf, 92 golf or 94 Bravo. We got to be there. You remember that? How many of y'all remember that saying we used to say, we do more before 6 a.m. than most people will do all day? That was the Army's
The
little
Army
saying.
slogan. Yeah.
Slogan, that's it. Army slogan at one time for a long time. Us 92 Golfs and 94 Bravos, that's us. Because we had to be to work sometimes at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. Good morning, Freddie. What's up? What's up? What's up? So
What's
yeah,
going
I
on,
had
Freddie? Good
many
morning.
mornings.
Glad to see
How many
you.
mornings did you have, Trey, where you went straight from the club, straight to the DFAC?
Look, look at Zach.
Exactly.
Figure out Zach, you an engineer. What the hell y'all got going on there?
What's good, Jim? First time I've never been interested in the Super Bowl. I'm just showing up for the turn up. Wow. Why are you not interested in the
we,
Super
we,
Bowl?
we,
That's got to be AP. You think?
maybe I don't know.
It might not be AP.
1800s reposado barbecue.
Oh no, yeah, maybe not. I don't know who that is, but either way, why you not explain to us why you're not interested, or why you're not interested in the Super Bowl? Because we have two great teams.
Dre Robinson, cue to
Oh,
Dre
Dre Robinson
Robinson.
got you. I think that's my cousin. I think that's my
Oh,
cousin. Okay. Yeah.
he said he here for the turn up.
Right. That's what's
Well,
up, bro. We appreciate you, cuz.
buckle up,
If
then.
that's my cousin, I
Buckle
think
up,
it is.
then.
If that's my cousin, I think it is. Yeah, that's what's up, bro. But Dre, I still need to know why you not interested in the Super Bowl this year. We
Or
got two
have
good
not
teams.
been, or have not never been interested in. Since I've never been interested in the Super Bowl.
No, he said first time I've never been interested
Oh,
in
okay, okay.
this
I
year.
feel
That's what he
okay.
said.
I'm tracking. I'm tracking.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the first time he's not because of. I'm assuming it's because of the two teams. But like, why? Like, they are two good teams that are in
For
the Super
real,
Bowl. Like, this is gonna be a good
this
one.
gonna be off the chain. Like, who you
Yeah,
think
this
gonna
gonna
get?
be
Who you think
like,
gonna take it at the end?
yeah. Why? Yeah, good try. But the thing, the thing of the matter is, right? He tried. Y'all see, he be trying, bro. He be trying. Think he
What's
gonna catch
good?
me
What's
off guard.
good? What's good, Wiz
What's
Kid?
up, Key? What up?
Oh,
What up? What
jeez.
up? What up, Quiz Kid? Appreciate you. The thing of the matter is, I would think everybody would be excited because of the simple fact that nobody, the Patriots ain't in it. Like, I would think everybody would. We know last year the Patriots wasn't in it either, but that's the first time in years the Patriots hadn't been in it. And again, this year the Patriots are. Oh, look, who's this? Elder Barge? We got Elder Barge.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Goodness gracious, Ron, you curious?
Yeah. I'm trying to get my headphones together.
This dude is on one this morning, man. I tell
Yeah,
you.
I'm just messing, bro. I'm just messing, man. It's Monday, man. Much love for you, Ron. I'm glad to hear you. But yeah, man. I just wanted to know why, why somebody Hawaii Sundays we're good as a private Honolulu clubs be popping fresh faces every week. See, Zach know what we talking about. What,
See,
Freddie? What I do,
Ron,
Freddie?
Ron, what's good with you, man? So, question, saying Bishop had asked a question that revert back to them days in service. Was there ever a time in which you was late, where you sit up and turned up on the weekend, and you was late, and you had look, yeah, even let me finish. Look at the look on his face, like, bruh, who you talking to? What you talking about? What you call me
Ryan,
this?
no, Ryan, no, man, we all did it, bro.
So
Brian,
what's
you
the,
Ron's
what the
Navy,
only time
right?
what the only time I did that, bro? Because I don't drink or anything like that, and the club wasn't really my scene. But the only time I did it, in which that popped off like that, is being stationed in Korea,
Mm-hmm.
trying to catch that last bus, and everyone else trying to get on that last bus. It's like the last one going back to Hobie Cut. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness!
yeah. Oh yeah, bro. Definitely Korea, Germany. Those are the ones, man. That man, we just like all the time, bro. I had to, Erica. He came in. He had that Elder Barge vibe coming in here,
You
man. I
just
was
wait
like,
for it to bust a tune.
yeah, he came in here with that Elder Barge vibe, bro. I was like, okay, he bringing in that clean look vibe with the winter sweater going on, bro. I was like, look at him. He bringing it in.
Good morning.
Ron probably like, stop playing with me. This is winter sweater. This ain't a winter sweater. This is my summer joint. What are you talking about?
Y'all out of
Facts.
control.
Facts, bro. But I
But
know,
yeah, like you said, that Korea joint, like that was the
all
only
the
time.
time in Korea, bro.
I remember
All the
one
time in
time
Korea.
I had a real bad ankle sprain where I was on crutches, and they
Mm.
was like, and I was, saying, but like I said, it was the last bus trying to get on the bus, and so they was like, "Hey, let my man on with the crutches, let my man with the crutches on." He's man, F him. He walked back. I was like, "Bro, what are you doing? Are you serious?" Like they had the, oh my
Damn.
goodness, man, they were savages. The last bus.
See, he said this. Hey, Taylor May said that was almost every day when I was at drum, starting packing PT again when I went out. Yep, you get your stuff and get together before you go out to the club because you already knew when you was coming back that you may have 30 minutes to an hour to get ready before PT and be at that formation. You and PT, you trying to chew up all the packs of gum because you don't want no alcohol on your breath.
I don't know.
You trying to chew all the packs of gum, trying to get the mouthwash, everything. And then when
Body
you talk,
spray.
yeah, all of that. And then when first you pray that first on that day, the first want to be in your face on that day. Always want to be in your face that day. All days, any other day you sober, but the day you drunk in formation, he want to come in your face and be like, "Hey, how was your week?" Top, you ain't spoke to me since I've been in this unit, but today you want to talk to me about my weekend? Really, Top? You
It's
try to
like they
turn your
knew.
you try to turn your face.
You start feeling guilty and stuff. You like, look, you on the side. You like,
Yeah. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. You trying to not look at him, you turning your head, Top note in. When you turn your head, it's a wrap there. Nope, straight to PT for being there.
all of a sudden you stretching and stuff while
Oh,
talking to
because
Top,
of drum. Yeah, because of drum. Yeah, because of drum. I get you.
doing the bend and reach while you while you talking to Top. Like, yeah, Top.
Yeah. You stretching. On top of them, yeah. You doing all types of stuff you don't normally do. Yeah, you out there doing stretches. Top asking you, what stretch is that, soldier? Top, that's something I just saw. I saw.
It's wet. It's wet. You can't stand to get on the ground when you wet. You get around, and now you go front lean the rest position doing push ups and stuff. trying to make sure you don't be trying to make sure you know where you're near that top. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, Top
No,
just
you don't
getting
want to be on
warmed
that
up.
wet grass. No, you ain't trying to get on that wet grass in the morning. Yeah, remember those days, man. But go ahead, Trey. My bad, man. I ain't mean to jump
No,
off.
it's all right. It's cool. It's cool. It is what it is. But yeah, so of course, man, check this out. Shout outs to, what I'm saying, the 49ers as they was putting in work
Facts.
over the week, man. Of course, you didn't hear, would give some validity to what we was talking about on Friday. The 49ers hired offensive coordinator, Detroit Lions offensive coordinator Anthony Lynn as the assistant head coach. So how I see it and look at it as, additionally, the Dolphins did hire off the 49ers old offensive coordinator Mike Daniels as their head coach at their position. Of course, they got two compensatory picks from the Miami Dolphins due to the fact that Mike McDaniels, is a biracial candidate, and it lines up with the league's diversity incentive program. So remember, we was having a conversation that the tight end coach from San Francisco was the head coach, and they asked him to take a pay cut. This might be the reason they asked him to take a pay cut. They brought in Lynn to fill the OC position. I'm sure he's going to fill the OC position as well as take the position of the assistant head coach. So John Embry had to even take a pay cut, in which he didn't take the pay cut, so they fired him. But what's more interesting is I didn't know that Mike McDaniels was biracial.
Is he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mike McDaniels, the old 49ers offensive coordinator, the one who just got hired for the Miami Dolphins. He's biracial. That's what I was like, what? That's the same thing I said. I was like, I had to look again. I was like, what?
I didn't know that.
So with that, 2 head coaching jobs are left in the NFL that are open. The New Orleans Saints and the Houston Texans are the only 2 positions that are left open. Currently, the Texans are interviewing or are expected to hire their own defensive coordinator, Lovie Smith, as a head coach. But however, Flores is still in play as a candidate. So when you think of it, it only comes down to 2 because they basically eliminated Josh McCown and Gannon from the race for the head coaching position. So in Texas, it's most likely there's going to be an African American head coach, guaranteed. What y'all think about Lovie Smith coming back to the sidelines, heading this organization?
I was about to. I saw that. I saw
I
Lovie
guess.
Smith about to
You
look like
can rock with it, Brian.
coaching for Houston.
Yeah, I guess I love me some Lovey Smith. Why not?
What you saying, Bishop?
I like Lovie Smith, man. I like Lovie Smith, man. I think that's a good hire.
Yeah, so
I like
he's
it.
been on their sidelines as a defensive coordinator. Now he's most likely to take up their sideline as the new head coach. uh, did you see? Oh no, not that. Did y'all watch the Pro Bowl this weekend?
Say what? Say that again. You I lost you.
Did you watch the Pro Bowl this weekend?
I didn't.
What's that?
I completely didn't. I did not.
It was wretched.
Was it? See, the score was close. There was 1,000 interceptions in the game.
In the AFC, of course, anyone that know, if for those that don't know, the AFC and the NFC faced off in the Pro Bowl this past weekend in Las Vegas, in which the AFC bested the NFC for the 5th straight win, in which Justin Herbert, quarterback for the Los Angeles Chargers, as a first-time Pro Bowler, received his offensive MVP award, as well as defensive lineman Crosby received the defensive MVP award. Like you said, it was 41-35 was the end state. Bishop, I could assure you, if you would have watched it, you wouldn't have watched it. Hence the reason why Ron was like, "What's that?" It was, bruh. It was
that bad.
It was horrible, in my opinion. You even had
bad?
So it was like so Dion ripped it because he stated basically like he remembered this was a incentive to go play, to go show who you are, and against the top talent all on 2 different squads. And he's like, when and why did this change? Like, it was like there was no tackling. It was basically like if you got a hold of a person, that was considered a tackle. There was, like you said, flag football and pads. It wasn't supposed to sack the quarterback. He was supposed to apply pressure.
They didn't add all these rules to it.
I don't even know where these rules came from. I don't even know if those were the rules.
I don't remember hearing nothing about the rules. What I do remember, I don't know how long ago it was, but I do remember that they was going to kind of like cut back on, protecting the quarterback more. I do remember, I don't remember when it was, but I remember them talking about that a while back. I don't know how many years ago it was, but a lot of that we all know a lot of that is because they're trying to prevent injuries. going into the off season. So they trying to, cut. So in my personal opinion, if it was like that, pretty much like you're saying, you're basically calling it powder puff. If it was like that, then bro, I say just do away with the Pro Bowl. It's not even.
And
It's
Yeah.
not
this
even worth it.
JJ Watt even came on. He was like, I've seen walkthroughs that were more physical than
Yeah,
this. So
yeah. It's
it was
I
already
it
guess
was
they
well.
it was
wasn't rushing the ball either.
no, well, they rushed the ball, but so what they brought up was an interesting fact. Last year, the AFC team rushed a total of 4 times. So
The
it's like
whole game.
the whole
Did
game,
y'all
four
see? Did
total
y'all
rush.
see the Russian leaders for the game?
What was it?
Mm-mm. Who was it?
Justin, Justin Jefferson led the NFC in rushing, and you can count on how many fingers you have, how many rushing yards he had. One carry, 7 yards.
And the
A wide
AFC was
receiver.
led by what's his name, right? Because he got that
What?
71-yard touchdown.
No, Nick Chubb, 6 carries, 17 yards.
Okay, because I know Mac Jones got a 71-yard touchdown.
No, it didn't count.
Oh, it didn't. Okay,
Yeah,
I don't think it counted.
they
They
said
said
they
the whistle
blew.
blew. Yeah, they blew
The
the
whistle
whistle.
okay,
blew.
so
Yeah,
yeah.
When they
So
had
it's
him
like,
in his grasp, like you was talking about, when they
yeah,
had him in
yeah.
his grasp, they blew the whistle. So he didn't even. He ran the whole thing for nothing, basically.
Okay, and so
I'm gonna
what
get
is
my shine.
Yeah,
and then
yeah. And
and,
you see
and
him
then
doing
he
his
hit the
little
greedy.
dance in the end zone and
He hit
all
the
of that. Like
greedy.
he did.
Yeah.
Bruh, stop it. Bruh, stop
So
that,
of
bro.
course, some of the things that which they did was they gave they had a charity incline and lace program for basically defensive MVP. They donated $20,000 to their selected organization. Offensive MVP $20,000. The longest field goal $10,000. Most yards passing $10,000. Most receiving yards $10,000. Most tackles $10,000, $2,500 for each interception, 2,500 for each touchdown, and for the team that rushes 100 yards,
Where is
2,500 to
LJ?
each lineman's selected charity. So those were incentives for at reaching certain
Winning those events.
bench points and benchmarks and stuff like that. In which her, if you just like Ron just said, basically with 17, 25 point rushes, which it, like I seen one instance where Nick Chubb tried to straight arm somebody and the help came up. I couldn't see who did it, lit him up, pow, popped him because it's like, what I'm saying, it's not supposed to be physical. Russell, they talked about Crosby, he got a sack, but supposedly he wasn't supposed to do it. He did a spin move to get in the back and sack Russell Wilson. Like it was, in my opinion, it was just bad, bro.
So basically, what it sounds like y'all saying is you and Ron, is that it was basically a scrimmage,
Yeah,
a
not even that,
scrimmage.
like a walkthrough. That's what it looked
Yeah,
like, a
with
walkthrough.
basically no scrimmage with no real contact. Basically, like you do when you play other teams during before preseason and stuff to get all your stuff together. I get it.
Y'all
Personally,
know what they should do.
what's up,
What's up?
bro?
I was just gonna say what they should do with it because it's not working. Before you was about to start what you were saying, Bishop, but they need to revise how they do the Pro Bowl. I mean, it's a tradition, so I think it's
Right.
fine. But it would be dope if they did like a 7-on-7 tournament.
Because
Mm.
that's big
And
now. That's big now.
yeah, yeah, I don't think it would. It don't necessarily got to be flag football, but everybody got their seven. It'd be 6 to 10 teams, and they just play whoever the elimination from there. I think that would be a dope concept. Some type of just making it what it
That's something
is.
different, a
'Cause
different
It's something
marketing
like
tags
it's
employees.
that or the fact that I agree. I feel like they should a part of me feels like they should do away with it for a while and make
They've
people
done that
hunger for it.
before.
I felt like they have, but I couldn't. How long ago was that?
It was I think it was during the time in which because it was it
That
was in
lockout
Hawaii.
time?
It was no, not during the lockout because they was in Hawaii and then they left Hawaii
Right,
and then
right.
I think it was during around that time where they was in Hawaii and then they decided to go to Florida. Then they started to try to run it with where the Super Bowl was at, and now they've been bouncing around. Yeah, even the competition. Some of those competitions were bad too. It's like
Really?
think about it. They did the precision passing. They did the fastest man. Those probably was the only cool ones. But then you got the best catch. Like that was, you know what I'm saying, that was whack in my opinion. The dodgeball at the end of it, and then the other one was the it was 5 events. Oh, I think the furthest the
I think so too, Price. I feel like that too. I don't know why they changed it and put the Pro Bowl before the Super Bowl. It should have stayed after the Super Bowl. I totally agree with that. Rodney said he liked the dodgeball.
it's
I
like
don't know
it,
how you add dodgeball to that. I don't know why it is. But I'm sure that was play. So I'm wondering, do the players come up with these games, or do they have any input in regards to these games? You know what I'm saying? Or is that something in which the
the
Pro
league. I
Bowl
think I think the league the league comes
committee
up
comes
with
in?
it. They
Mm-hmm.
come up with it because, you know what I'm saying, it's always something to try to say. So
Mm-hmm.
I think as times go along, they have to do something different, no different than the NBA All Star Game. How they're doing something different with like what Ron's talking
But,
about with the
but the
7
thing,
man.
but the thing though, Trey, the NBA's All-Star game and their skill challenge is way better than the
Oh yes,
NFL.
definitely, yeah,
It's
definitely.
on a whole nother level. Like they doing stuff like it's like when they, if I'm not mistaken, when you go to the excuse me, the NBA All-Star game and go to their skill challenge,
It's a
brother, it's
whole
standing room only. Is it not? Pretty much in
so
that gymnasium?
So it depends. Like, so I've been to maybe one, at least one All Star event when I was while I was stationed in Fort Hood, and
Mhm.
I went to
The
the
one that was
Dallas.
in Dallas?
It was in Dallas. The one is in Dallas. So I went to
Mhm.
that one. So of course on a Friday night they had the celebrity skills
Challenge.
celebrity All Star
Skilled
game.
basketball team? Yeah.
Yeah, so that was in a whole different arena. That I guess it was the practice arena for the Mavericks. That game was in there. Outside they had a whole bunch of things going on, like a whole bunch of different events and stuff going on. And then I went to then later on that night I went to the slam dunk contest that was in the main, of course, the main gym.
Yeah.
And then I well, it was correction. It wasn't the slam dunk. It was that year because that was the year they had to have they had a like a dunk off for play in for everyone. And I think
I know what you mean. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, yeah.
DeMar DeRozan got eliminated for whatever odd reason. I forgot who beat him. So that was that. But it was like you said, it was electric. Everything was the game, shooting 3-pointers and trying to do dunks on Key. Good morning. Good morning. It was
What up, Key?
it was just one of the things, like it was different. Like I've never been to a Pro Bowl game, so I don't
Yeah.
know what the ambiance is or what the environment is around a Pro Bowl game. But like you said, it's definitely different around the NBA, and that was back when David Stern was still the commissioner. So I can imagine now with Adam Silver and what's going on. And how he, saying he's kind of a forward thinker. A lot of, I think, a lot of stuff that Adam Silver does initially isn't all, people aren't feeling it. But of course, when you start looking at it, like, I don't know. I'm still on the fence about the play-in tournament during the playoffs, but a lot of times it's just, saying some forward thinking and other stuff. But I don't know. Like Ron was saying with his suggestion for bettering the Pro Bowl, it's just got to be something better. It's got
That's
to be a better
interesting,
product.
Trey.
Yes, sir. What's up?
You don't like the play-in tournament in the NBA.
Uh,
He
nah,
does.
bro.
He's always mentioned that he don't like that playing tournament. He
So you
don't.
think about it. So just to say, so when we look at, I understand marketing because, saying currently by trade, I'm a sports marketer directly. So when you look at it, I can understand it, but I think at times we sit up and we're selling short organizations for the sake of building a bottom line, and not saying a dollar for the whole organization as a whole. When I look at the tournament, I am a seventh and eighth seed in previous years. Saying prior to last year, I'm a seventh or eighth seed. Now you're telling me that I've done enough to earn the 7th to 8th seed. Now you're telling me I have to play for the right to hold my 7th to 8th seed against the other 7th or 8th seed, the 9th seed, and the 10th seed. Where if I lose, I just basically, it's like, what did I go do all this playing for throughout the year? So I understand, like you said, tradition. You know, what I'm saying sometimes tradition it doesn't hurt for change. Change doesn't hurt. I just think that's that's unfortunate. If that was the case, hell, let them all play for the season. If that was the case, one through like, why is it that 1 through 6 gives a chance to hold their seeds? I got 9 and 7. I got the 7th to 8th seed, but now I got to play to hold the 7th to 8th seed. Hell, it was hard enough getting the 7th to 8th seed to be you. Now you got to tell me I got to play to keep it. Come on now. So that's just my take on it on the outside looking in. I assume that you like you're feeling you like what the 7 to 8 the excitement the 7th to 8th seed brings. I mean the play in brings.
Yeah, 7 through 10. Um,
Mm-hmm.
definitely, it is. Like you said, it's marketing.
Right.
And it's been shooting stars from here. I like what you just said though. Why not let everybody and make it like a
Yeah,
March
turn it up.
Madness tournament from
Hell yeah.
7 through 15?
No,
Let them
That
all
would
because
play.
be
Like get
no,
I
but the reason why I say no, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna disagree with that because come on, man. Some of these teams, in football. If we was to do that, like some of these teams are not going to even make. Well, I say that, but then it's crazy because I was just about to say some of these teams are going to get. It's not even worth it. What is it? Let's talk about the Spurs and team. But then I say that, but I digress
don't want to
because
catch fire.
I digress because then the Spurs are beating teams who they shouldn't be beating. So I guess I could see where you're coming from with that. I could any given whatever day, it ain't even any given Sunday like it is football. Any given day, a team could come out and get a win against a powerhouse team. So that's
So
just
I
how
will ask
basketball.
y'all a question while we're talking about tournaments and stuff like that. But to answer Anthony's question, Anthony, I didn't even see the Senior Bowl, but
I missed that
I'm
too.
sure it was better than the Pro Bowl.
I missed the Senior Bowl too.
I mean, I don't know if you
I
watched it or
forgot
not,
it was
Anthony.
Saturday. It was
I'm very
Saturday,
sure.
right?
Yeah, it was Saturday. I'm very sure it was better than the Pro Bowl, without a doubt.
I forgot about that too. I
But
completely forgot about
I
the
asked y'all
Senior Bowl.
gentlemen this, right? What do you think is a better situation? Since we're on the subject, it's currently talking about tournaments and saying stuff like that in the college football. What do you think is a better like? Well, I guess we could agree that March Madness is like
The
just
ultimate of all
the
ultimate.
ultimate, yeah, the
Yes.
ultimate. So what do you think should be done or could be done to make a better product in which we get more teams and a more of a possibility to get national champions for college
Let me
football?
ask. Well, let me ask you this. So you don't agree with the CFP right now?
No,
You don't.
I
What
don't think
about
it's
you,
enough
Ron?
teams.
Okay, I feel you on that. Ron, you don't agree with the CFP right now?
um college football playoff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's beautiful, but this year they really
jacked it up.
did themselves a disservice. It should have been 8 teams. Why
I
not? They
agree.
could have even did six and let the top two get buys.
I agree.
But there's way too much talent to they let aside. I feel sorry for the Wolverines for all those Michigan fans, but it's like wow, we could have seen Cincinnati and Michigan both got washed. It's
Hmm.
like everyone else is like we could have did that too.
Yeah,
I'm a Michigan fan, and I'm
yeah.
like, wow, the way
yeah,
Michigan showed up, I would have rather seen Ohio State go.
yeah.
Mm.
I feel you. I can feel you on that.
I would
And I
rather,
totally
at the
agree
end of
with
the day,
Trey.
I would have rather seen Baylor. Like Baylor was at a hot team. Like you got these teams that are clicking on all cylinders and everything like that. But then
Hmm.
yet there's a disparity. Like Baylor and Alabama finished with the same record at the end of the season.
Right.
Why Why the only difference is Baylor lost earlier in the year
So
and
did
Bama
Alabama. Well, Alabama lost their first game at the.
and they lost. Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's like that. Then so it's just one of those things where I look at like why wasn't they deserving, but of course we have the disparagement is going to be continued. So I think that's actually the first thing. The CFP currently probably wouldn't be bad if they can fix how the voting goes. That
that's
puts
what
the
that's
people.
what kills the CFP, the voting. That's what makes people dislike the CFP is because of how the votes are going. I totally agree with you and Trey, Ron, in regards to that. The CFP needs to add more teams. 4 teams is just not enough. I don't feel like that's fair across the board. Like Trey, is too many good teams out there that should be allowed to be in that tournament, be allowed in the CFP. I'm with Trey. I think 8 is perfect. But I would even do what you say, Ron, 6 with 2 of the first and second team getting buys. I would be cool with that as well. But the 4 is just not no. It's too hard to try and put 4 teams when there's so
especially with
many
the
teams.
ranking, how the
Right,
ranking
thank
system
you.
goes. Yeah,
Right. And the
because you know,
records.
And there's
The records, like you got too many teams with the same identical record a lot of times. Now this year we didn't have that. We know Cincinnati almost stayed undefeated for the longest and stuff like that. And then in Alabama, and then of course Georgia's, but then you had all these other teams, the UTSAs, the Baylors, all these other teams that had opportunities that probably would have had an opportunity to get in the CFP if it was a 16 or 18 put in. So I totally agree with you. I think they
and
should
see
change the number.
when you look at it in Cincinnati, in which we can't really hold them accountable for this, they were in perfect position to change the narrative on the conversation.
If they
But
won.
yeah, but they went and got smacked
Right.
by who? Georgia, right? It was
Right.
Georgia.
Yeah, but beat what? What?
Nah.
Hey, they must be talking about. Oh, I forgot to put my what you call on. That might be talk. It might be talk. I said he go.
So I don't know. Let me if that's
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna
Aaron
look.
yeah.
Aaron Rodgers better not go to the AFC.
So what
I'm just saying,
I
Ron. I'm just saying.
I would yeah. I think Bishop, you about to look because as
Yeah,
of
I'm about to
last
look right
night,
now.
it was stated that what I seen, but of course I thought it was all smoke and mirrors because I mean we can say that, but until it happens, we don't know. But supposedly that Aaron Rodgers was supposed to be that Green Bay said they were not on any circumstances trading Aaron Rodgers and
But
plan
see,
on moving
that's the
Aaron
thing
Rodgers.
though. But see, that's the thing though, Trey. It ain't up to Green Bay. I mean, it is, but it isn't. Because what it is, the reason why I say that, Trey, is the same reason in the beginning of the season. If they don't do what Aaron wants, Aaron was talking about not playing this past season. So that's a possibility again. So if they choose not to let Aaron go, what you gonna go to Love? And you might as well get rid of him.
And then the Titans had solidified that their stance on Tannehill was basically that they're going to keep Tannehill going forth and wasn't.
I can see them.
Of course, we all know smoke mirrors to stop the train.
I can
But
see them
and I'm
keeping
saying,
Tannehill,
additionally, did y'all hear?
but and getting
Did
Rodgers
you hear
too. I
last
can see
night?
that. I can see both.
Did you hear last night about Alvin Kamara getting arrested on felony charges? So
Mm-mm.
yes, sir. He's waiting to be arraigned at the to see the judge. He basically, I guess, got into an altercation in which he beat somebody substantially, causes bodily harm, which is a felony offense in Las Vegas. And so he got arrested yesterday after the Pro Bowl. He's sitting in
He
the Las
played in the
Vegas
Pro
jail.
Bowl.
Yeah, he played.
Wow,
It's all right, Alvin. If I was on the Aints, I'd be mad too.
you stupid.
He got he's like got to get his frustration out. He's like, they ain't letting
Oh
us hit nobody at the Pro Bowl.
wow, they ain't letting me get no touches. I got a lot of adrenaline, bro. I got a lot of adrenaline flowing through my body. I need to do something. Hey, come here, dude. Pow.
Yeah, the dude look at
Looked
him
at him
wrong.
wrong. Yeah.
That's what he said. That's exactly. He's like, don't you play for the Aints? He said the Saints, but he's like, no, I heard you said the Aints. That was disrespectful.
Very disrespectful. Or he probably said, "Hey man, why did you come to the Pro Bowl and didn't get no touches?"
What are you here
Oh,
for?
bro. Oh,
He's like,
but I heard this is true, bro. I heard about that. Put it back up, Trey. I heard
oh
I
yeah,
heard
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I heard that. I heard that. How many times have we heard about players getting caught up in Vegas because of the police out there? How many times have we heard that, bro?
Yeah, it's like yeah. So especially because remember they did that a couple of years ago. They had the altercation with
What's
the Seahawks defensive lineman
um
Bennett, the younger Brady
Bennett.
brother.
Yep. 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 That's crazy, bro. Because I've heard that about Vegas in regards to their police out there. That's not the first, so I'm actually not surprised.
Anyone in the chat had a run in with the Vegas police? if you do not incriminate yourself on the show. We just asking a simple question. Did y'all
in
have a
Sin
run in with
City.
Yeah.
I ain't been to Sin City yet. I'm looking to go this summer, but
Yeah, I'll try to get him. I'm trying to get. He look like that emoji for real, for real. Like I'm trying
oh
to.
shit.
Yeah, we try to make it happen for him. Ron, because yeah, we like when he told me that, I was like, for real, bro. He's like, yeah, man, I'll never be. And I was like, oh, we got to go. Like, I'm trying to every chance we get. I'm trying to.
Sign me up for that trip.
Hey, check this out, right? The Packers president, Mark Murphy, on Aaron Rodgers, we are significantly over the salary cap for next year and we'll have to make many difficult decisions in order to get under the cap. A key factor will be whether Aaron Rodgers come back for the 2022 season. Matt LaFleur stated that they're going to have to do basically whatever they have to do to get under that salary cap, and that's including trading Aaron Rodgers. And then Titans general manager, Ryan's a pro. He knows how much he means to us. Traded for that guy, gave him an opportunity to start a new contract. I think it's pretty apparent where he stands with us. He's our quarterback. We're talking about Ryan Tannehill.
Where was Tannehill at before? When did they trade for Ryan? Where was he before?
Tannehill was in Jacksonville. I thought he was in Jacksonville too.
Yeah, right. He was in Miami. You're right. Tannehill. He was in Miami.
He was in Miami.
Yeah, it was Miami. They traded for him when in Mariota. Got rid of Mariota.
Yeah. So right now,
I would predict that if Aaron Rodgers go to the AFC, he does not win a playoff game for the rest of his career. Ooh. I mean, that's a big statement.
Yeah, that's a bold statement.
Of course, but I just don't know why he would go there when he could dominate the NFC. There's so many other options for him, and there's so many teams that's not a threat in the NFC. Who's he got to worry about? The Rams, the Niners, Cowboys. He's not going to be beating Mahomes, Josh Allen, Herbert, Burrow, Lamar. Why would you sign up for them problems, Aaron?
You say, why would you sign up for them problems?
So okay, let's look at this.
Go ahead.
Aaron Rodgers on a Derrick Henry, and let's not omit Deontay Freeman. You know what I'm saying? A dual power back combo with Julio Jones and A. Brown. You don't think that gives him a good opportunity?
I think the weapons he has in Green Bay is better. Devontae Adams is better than A.J. Brown, but A.J. Brown is a bad boy. I think with Aaron Rodgers, he would probably be like the best wide receiver. Like the things you got to think about, his quarterback is Ryan Tannehill. I just think of Ryan Tannehill playing quarterback and laugh. But
right.
I don't know. It would be incredible. I thought he wanted to bring Devontae Adams with him though. Where he went. I guess that's not happening.
Well, no, I think that's still. I still think that's something in which Rodgers want to do. But then my thing is, hold on, what does this say? How can Titans trade or cut Tannehill? He owes over $30 million. I don't think they're talking. That would be a huge, a big cap hit. I don't think they're talking about Anthony. I don't think they're talking about trading Ryan Tannehill. I think they're thinking about bringing in. If from what I gather, they're thinking about bringing in Aaron Rodgers. And then, of course, Tannehill would definitely be his backup, because I think we all feel, or we can all agree, that Rodgers probably has maybe 1 or 2 seasons left in him, maybe 3. No.
If you're saying that he wants to play, yeah, I'll agree with that.
Right.
I think he can play for, like Tom Brady just played to 45. I think Rodgers is 38.
Right. You think he could? You think Rodgers can play to 44 to 44 years old?
I would like to take Tom Brady out of that equation, because it's an outlier. We've never really seen anyone do that. You gotta, if you think about it, as out the norm, like Big Ben, Drew Brees, they didn't play into their 40. So yeah, I like that. 3 seasons left.
Yeah, and that's what I'm looking at. I mean, we know Tom Brady was the exception to that, but I think when it said all said and done, I'm looking at Rodgers 2 to 3 and 3 being the most that a team will give him an opportunity to still come in and be a starter. So with that, I look at that's why the Titans would probably take Rodgers and have him as a person who would be first as the starter, and then Tannehill possibly being the backup. But in regards to what you said, Ron, in regards to him going, staying, what'd you say, staying in the AFC or going to the AFC? You said going to the
Going to
AFC
the,
and
he gonna
AFC and
get
staying in the
hurt.
NFC.
He
All
gonna
right.
get hurt.
So this is my take on that, right? I feel like a lot of people feel the exact same way in which you feel, Ron, in regards to him being a person who would dominate the NFC. Well, me, I think Rodgers may feel that he may have a point in which he can prove that he can go over to the AFC and be that dominant quarterback as well, and prove a point that, hey, I know we got these young cats in the Mahomes, in the Burrows and all of that, but I think I can go over here and make some noise and make y'all change your mind on just how good I am. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. That's what I feel like he may be thinking in his mind. Now don't get yeah, really. Wayne Doug Flutie, we get it. He was 40. What did Doug Flutie do though? He didn't win nobody's Super Bowl. He did get him. Don't get me wrong, Doug Flutie. I think he did take the Bills to the Super Bowl one year, didn't he? Or
He
a
was
couple years?
competitive. He was very competitive, even at the
Very,
age of 40.
especially at his measurables, because
Mm-hmm.
Doug Flutie was not a big guy. He was not. He was not a big guy at all. But even still, that's so. Yeah. When it comes down to it, though, Ron, I feel like that's what he might be trying to prove. You know, he knows he can dominate the NFC, but let me go out on. If I'm gonna go out, let me go out on let me go out on top. But to go out on top, I gotta prove to everybody that I can do what I can do, not only in the NFC but also as well as in the AFC. You feel what I'm saying? Ron said nope. Ron
I
said nope.
just,
I don't.
I'm just Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers. How you lose to Trey's 49ers, man? I don't even want to see you go anywhere. Stay in Green Bay, homie.
Right, you need, yeah, right.
You know
Right,
what?
need,
You know
right.
how many different thoughts how many different comeback statements went through my head. But at the end of the day, I had to remember who's in the Super Bowl and who's not. So I just basically
Yeah,
had
you
to
got to
take it. Like
digress. Yeah,
it's like I was like,
yeah.
okay.
Hey
Let me be
man,
quiet.
I love the Niners. They was the heartbreak of the NFL season, man. I was terrified of them. I still can't believe we won that game.
I ain't gonna lie, Wayne. Doug Flutie did play a long time. He was in his 40s. I get it. He played until he was 40. I get it. Doug Flutie did. He did. He bounced around a lot too, though. See, that's the thing about that's the thing about Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. They've been with the exact same
He's
team
been over here.
until
And of
until
course,
the
Tom
GOAT.
Brady has showed. Like you call what you call Aaron Rodgers the boat. So
Boat,
when you
best
look
of
at
all
that,
time.
yeah, he
Best
called
of
him the
all time.
boat. So when you look at that, it's like one of those things. Like those, it's only a few of those in which we have the Aaron Rodgers. You know, saying Tom Brady's like to go to another team. Peyton Manning did it. Like
Yeah.
so when they're done at it, when their old team or their original team looks at them like, yeah, we saying it's enough. But like I don't know who that is right now for Aaron
What do you
at
mean?
what team that would he be able to go to and be able to be maybe win the Super Bowl and then ride off
We
into the
just talked
sunset
about it, Trey, the other day.
for Aaron? Who
Yeah.
Tampa Bay?
Tampa Bay. We talked about
I don't think Tampa's it
what? How can you say that?
because they're not going to have the same weapons
Who they
and
not
bring in
gonna
time
have? The only person they not gonna have is AB and Tom.
and Gronk.
No, Gronk ain't said nothing about retirement yet.
You know Gronk is not staying. You think Aaron Rodgers could get Gronk to stay?
He might. He might. Okay, let me ask you this, Trey
Chris
and Ron.
Godwin's probably going to be gone
Hold on. Let me ask you this, Trey and Ron. Where do you put Aaron Rodgers compared to Tom Brady?
underneath him.
Okay, we got that because he's a
Well,
boat,
one's a
not a goat.
winner and one's a loser.
Wow, Ron.
Bringing the Rodgers shade today.
You really putting up mad shade on Rodgers, man. We know one. Don't get me wrong, Trey. We know one is a boat and one is the goat.
Mm-hmm.
But being that the boat is underneath the goat, like, is he that far underneath the goat? Could he not go in?
Yes,
And
he's hella far. Like
we're
he
not
like
talking about Super Bowls. We know that. We're not talking about that, Trey. We're not talking about that. We know that. Everybody is far from that.
yeah, I was
Everybody.
about to
Ain't
say that.
nobody
That's
close.
exactly what I was about to say. Hell, even
Nobody close when
we
it comes to
consider
that. But I'm talking about skill set.
Joe
I'm talking about
Montana to
skill
be the
set, Trey.
second best quarterback ever, and he's behind
Yeah,
Aaron.
But I'm
Behind
talking about Ron, Trey. I'm talking about skill set though. To be honest, skill set wise, how far away is he from the GOAT?
you
Be
know what?
honest.
So this is my honest, and let me know if you agree. Ron. This is my honest opinion. He's still behind because Aaron Rodgers has lived off the backs of his receivers. When you go and look at what Brady had, it wasn't the same at the end of the day. When you got Devontae, what's been keeping Aaron Rodgers alive now has been Devontae Adams, although he has made some good wide receivers out of
yeah,
Scantling and a couple of others, but I think that Tom Brady
yeah.
did more with less in New
In New
England.
England.
In
But
New England,
we're
yeah,
talking about
New England.
on the back, but we're talking about on the back end,
Now
Ron
when
and
he got
Trey.
to Tampa,
Yeah, let's talk about it.
his receiving core was better than Green Bay's.
It was
But
better than almost better than any receiving core he had in New England.
oh yeah, all receiving cores except for the one, even the one when he had Randy, they 17-1 season.
Right.
So
I just said I didn't say I said how far behind the GOAT is he?
if it was a 40-meter, if it was a 40
Meter dash?
yard, yeah, if it was a 40-yard dash, I say Brady's at the getting ready to cross the line, and Aaron is at the 37.
Okay, that's fair. Ron?
Talent wise, Brady is here. Let me try and put this lower. And Rogers is up here. Mr.
What?
Mr. Aaron, Mr. Aaron, I'm gonna leave that with you. That is it makes no sense. Aaron Rodgers is world class in every category when it comes to quarterback. Of course, Tom Brady is better in the mind
Mm-hmm.
and putting it together,
Mm.
but
Physically,
Aaron
his
Rodgers
physically
is
attributes.
he's supposed to go down as the greatest, honestly, the greatest of
Mm.
all time. The things that Aaron Rodgers does on a football field, man,
So
he's
you honestly
That
believe
spectacular.
part.
Aaron Rodgers is ghost stat? It has a ghost status of
I think he feels like he's got he has the tangibles to be GOAT status. I feel like that's what Ron is saying.
But he just hasn't lived up to it. This
Right.
man's like Charles Barkley.
Right. When you right. I see
So
that part. Now I totally
so
agree. I
what
totally agree
makes a
with Ron
person
with
ghost
that.
status? Let's set up let's make the grade.
Winning.
Let's build the curriculum. What makes a person ghost status in your opinion?
Good
Like
question.
Like
we already know the GOAT. So can we say that Tom Brady is standard for the GOAT status in football? Or do we use someone
Yeah.
prior to him?
No.
Or do we use
You
someone
gotta
Brady,
prior
use
to
Tom.
I
him?
No, you gotta use Tom Brady.
I feel like Brady's the greatest athlete of all time, better than Hercules.
I think what solidifies you as GOAT status is not only winning, but being able to do it at
Consistently.
consistently for one, but being able to do it at a level that no one else is able to do it as. So, in other words, like what Ron's saying, with Aaron Rodgers, if you are you kidding? What Ron's saying, if you really watch and just pay attention on the games in which Aaron Rodgers facilitates,
Mm-hmm.
the man has phenomenal talent, man. The dude can sling that darn ball without question. It's some of the tightest windows that you could ever imagine, bro. The brother can throw the ball. It's only 3 teams I see Rodgers going on this
I can
side.
see maybe 2 of those. I don't know
where
about the
where
Arizona one.
where did
Arizona.
Arizona
Yeah,
come from?
Arizona. Where you get that? I missed that AP. I don't know where you get Arizona, bro.
They said Kyler Murray's out of
Kyler
here.
Murray, you ain't giving him no justice. You like, bye, Kyler. I don't see that one. The 49ers and the Vikings, we already spoke about. We've already mentioned those 2 teams.
I'm 1,000% sure he's going to the Niners, man.
Ooh, he said 1,000% sure. GOAT winning 4 Super Bowls.
I
Oh,
mean, he
so
talking
you feel
about
like
Montana.
no, he's saying in fact that being that Tom Brady has 4 plus those 4 plus 3 more. I guess he's saying that Super Bowls in his mind maybe.
So 4 Super Bowls is where the GOAT status begins.
Do you have you have to win Super Bowls to be you have to win a championship to be considered the GOAT? In other words,
I mean? So let's say there. Let's look at the GOAT. The GOAT without the Super Bowl is GOAT is, let's say, would you say my what's his name
Dan
Dan
Marino.
Marino?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think you have to have at least you have to have won a big game in order to have GOAT status. Well, you know what? Hold on, let me think about that.
Yes, Trey, you don't have to think about it, man. You got to win the big
The
one.
greatest of all time. You got to think about what the acronym stands for, or what the acronym saying. The greatest of all time.
Right. You have to
So,
win the war.
so this is why I had to
Absolutely.
sip. This is why I said I had to think about that, because winning the Super Bowl is gets the is an accolade, but greatest of all time is based predominantly upon individual accomplishments. As an individual, I can account for if I lose Super Bowl, if I get to the Super Bowl and can't win the Super Bowl because I didn't have everything they can line up for me that particular day. That's why I'm looking at is great is a definitely a enhancer, but do you need to win a Super Bowl to be considered GOAT status?
Yeah, I'm like Ron. I feel like you do.
For
I feel
quarterback,
like you do.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Oh,
So so let me tell you. So let me say this: is Walter Payton considered the greatest of all time in running backs?
not in my opinion.
Why not? Because he didn't win a Super Bowl.
No, Walter got a Super Bowl. He got the they got the one Super Bowl. He had, what, the 85, I think it was. They won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, with that's right. With Jim McMahon,
Jim McMahon.
Jim McMahon. Yeah.
But then I guess, but to your point, I look at
So
Barry
who's the
Sanders
greatest?
as the greatest
Okay.
running back of all time, and he definitely didn't have a
He
Super
didn't
Bowl.
win one.
Yeah,
Yeah, he didn't win one.
So that's
So
so it comes back
Ron,
to where I was saying.
so that goes back to you, Ron. Who's the greatest running back of all time?
Yeah, I think it's an endless conversation. You can never really hone in on
Pinpoint.
who's
Yeah.
the greatest running back compared to quarterback, but I'm with Barry too.
Right.
Yeah,
But then that goes back to what you were saying, though. He didn't win a Super Bowl, but you got him as your greatest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
we really wanted to do it like that, Emmitt Smith is the greatest running back of all time.
Because of the
Super
Super
Bowl and the
Bowls.
top rusher.
And you got, I mean, you
But
can't
no
deny
one
the
says
fact.
that.
Right.
But no
you
one
can't
says
deny
that.
Right. No one says that. A lot of people argue Barry Sanders is the better.
So,
back.
do you think this the disdain for the Cowboys is the reason why they don't say that about Emmett? It's just guilty by association?
Huh? What do you mean? Say that again.
Do you think it's because he was a Cowboy? That's why people don't consider him the greatest of all time? Because like he did it all as a Cowboy, and people don't care for the Cowboys.
So we all know that when it comes down to Emmitt Smith and Barry Sanders, right? Everybody said if they had flipped teams, would it still be the same? Would Emmett still done what he had done in Dallas,
behind
Detroit,
Detroit's line,
right? In Detroit, and would Barry? Well, we know Barry did what he did with his line, so we imagine what he would have done with Dallas's line. So I don't know, man.
Wasn't y'all? Because Barry went to Oklahoma, right?
Oklahoma State.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I gave y'all too much. I almost gave y'all too much credit. Way too much.
Don't worry about it. We got two of them in Super Bowl this year. Don't worry about it. Samaje Perine and Joe Mixon. Don't worry, we're good.
We are not going to bring up Samaje Perine. I give you Mixon.
They're both in the Super Bowl, and he caught and he solidified.
Don't do that.
He solidified.
You sound like Applewhite talking about Pollard right now.
Bro, no, he solidified a win for them though. He did that. Don't discredit. What you won't do is discredit Samaje. Don't do that. Don't do that. But GOAT status, I mean, a lot of people will argue GOAT status does depend on whether or not you won a championship or if you didn't win a championship. I guess it's all up on the individual. My brother says different measurements for quarterback to running back.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
I get it.
Oh, go ahead. Go. It's funny that he said that. It was a point being made, which brings up again some things I was thinking about. But go ahead, go ahead. I'll
Little
bring
bro.
that.
Remember, Sanders only played for 9 years, among the top rushers during that time. Absolutely. During the same time in which Emmitt Smith was running, coming out of Miami. Emmitt came out of Miami. Sanders came out of Oklahoma State. Emmitt went to Dallas. We all know Barry went to Detroit and stayed there his whole career in Detroit. But the things in which he was doing in Detroit was just phenomenal, man. And that's why so many people put Barry Sanders as one of the greatest running backs to ever play the game, because of the fact that the things in which he was doing in a team in Detroit, which the Detroit is still the same team today as they were when they had Barry Sanders. It ain't changed. That's the thing. So yeah,
Bruh.
man, we could
Yeah,
talk
man.
about that all day.
So let's talk about this real quick as we get ready to move on before we move on for football. A couple of more topics. But did y'all realize, or did you know that Sean McVay was the the coach? He got
Athlete of the year.
athlete of the year over Calvin Johnson, and while they was in high school. He was
Oh,
a
that's
two.
high school though. Yeah.
So he was a two star. He was a 2-star dual threat quarterback in which he played. He picked up
Oh, my fault, Wayne. Was it the Gators? My bad.
20. No, he who played in Gator? Oh, you
Emmitt, I
talking about
think.
Emmett? Yeah, he was a
Yeah, I think
Gator.
it was. Yeah.
So he picked up he picked up 2,600 yards rushing, and he threw
Sean McVay?
for yeah.
Where's this
Yeah,
at?
when he was in Georgia. He played for Georgia. Him and Calvin Johnson both
Oh,
was in Georgia, and he ended up becoming the player that where is it at? He ended up becoming the player of the top player. Let me see. Where was it? Okay. In his career at Marist, McVay rushed for 2,600 yards and 40 touchdowns, adding 2,500 yards passing and 18 touchdowns. He was the first player in school history with 1,000 yards rushing and passing in consecutive years, leading Marist to a 14-1 record state title in 2003. So, of course, after that, he ended up going to Miami of Ohio, and of course, he fizzled out from there. And then Calvin Johnson went on to become
who he is, who we know him as, the Megatron.
oh yeah, that part. Yeah, Megatron. And McVay is now potentially going to get a Super Bowl
Nonatron.
as a coach.
He's a Noatron.
No, Tron. So of course that. So let me ask you guys last topic for NFL. Juju Smith, as we all know, is up for free agency this year. I want to give y'all a couple of teams. Let me what y'all know. Let me know what y'all thinking. Las Vegas Raiders. Juju and Las Vegas Raiders.
Hate
Not
it.
feeling it, Ron. Juju and Kansas City.
Love it.
Bishop, Juju in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Okay. Juju in Dallas.
No. Hell no. They can't share the ball enough. Nope.
Juju in Chicago.
Yeah.
Hate it.
Yeah.
Juju staying in Pittsburgh.
No.
Love it.
No.
So I definitely disagree with the Pittsburgh. I don't think he needs to stay in Pittsburgh. Chicago and him.
You said you disagree or agree?
I don't think he needs to be in. Like you said, I think it's time.
I said no to
It's dope.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I think it's time. It's done in Pittsburgh. It's time to let him go.
Yeah.
Go ahead, let him go. Go to Greener. Go try something different. Chicago with Justin Fields. I can dig it.
I want to hear why Ron said no for Chicago.
I love Juju anywhere he's the number 2 or 3. If he goes to Chicago, he's not going to be able to.
He'll be the one? Y'all think he'll be the one?
Yeah, ain't nobody unless it's Robinson, but they supposed to move Robinson. And he would be the one.
So you feel like, Ron, in your opinion, you feel like Juju is a 2 and definitely not a 1 nowhere? Or you feel like he shouldn't be considered a 1 at all?
Yeah, definitely not a 1.
Hmm.
So what is Las Vegas? So Las Vegas, presumably he would be a 1 then. So that's why he was. That's why
Yeah. That's why
Ron
he
was
said
saying
no.
no. No, he said
Okay.
no. He said so what?
Yeah, I was thinking about it because they got Waller. He's the focus there, so he
Right.
technically would be number 2, but he
2.
still
But
would be the
I
number
would think
one
that
wide receiver.
they would kind of work in the same area for the most part, that intermediate, because we know Juju is in the burner, so it's not like he's blowing the top off and
Right.
moving.
He's not
Like hell, I
he's not
think Waller might be faster than Juju. So
He said he's not built for that life.
he's not.
You don't want
I
those
mean,
problems,
that's my
please.
brother talking because he's a Steeler fan.
We saw that when Pittsburgh was 13-0 and they came and knocked Juju's head off.
Yeah. Yeah.
He ain't
Yeah.
been right since.
so interested in
Facts.
Kansas City. So why the Kansas City one? That seemed like that was the one used more
Oh
so.
yeah. Oh yeah, Kansas City should be on the first flight to Pittsburgh to pick up Juju. That is a beautiful fit.
Oh
No expectations. Juju should go
wow!
somewhere where he has no
Well,
expectations, where he can
I
just
have
go
to
play
agree.
football.
Can you imagine that?
I'm
Tyreek
about to say
Hill,
Kelsey,
Juju, Kelsey.
bro.
That just
That's
adds.
a 3-head monster.
That's like building a Tampa Bay or West Coast, East Coast Tampa Bay with when Brady just coming, like like that gives
Right.
him hella weapons at that point.
Bro.
With the still got Hardman's.
You can see you could see Patrick the Great going like this. Like, bro,
Yeah.
if Juju was to come there, he'd be like, let's go. You can see that.
So he's a free agent, right?
Yes,
Juju,
yes.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna show us a lot about Juju.
But
He
see,
should go somewhere.
He had an opportunity to sign with Kansas City before, and then he decided to go back to
Pittsburgh.
back to Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Which is
signing up to
interesting.
take the L. He must love Pittsburgh. That's why I wouldn't mind him staying there, because they got 3 incredible wide receivers. They bring in a comparable quarterback. He'll be okay in Pittsburgh. Why not stay and build your legacy there? That's where you came
Yeah.
up, and it's where you built yourself.
Especially if Pittsburgh was to pick up an Aaron Rodgers.
Oof.
So do you think he's good if Pittsburgh was to get a Jimmy Garoppolo?
Yeah. I could see that. That's one of the teams I told you. I feel like if Aaron was to go there, that's all they missing is a quarterback now that Ben's gone, because we all know Haskins and oh boy from Oklahoma State cannot get it done. Is not gonna be able to get it done in Pittsburgh. So if they was to get anybody like a Russell, a Rodgers, bro,
Super Bowl.
bro.
I feel like Pittsburgh has top
They're
5
set.
roster in NFL.
They're set, and we all know Rodgers already said he's not trying to go to a team that has to start with rebuilding. He wants a team already set, and they are that team. They are
Established franchise.
Yep.
Great coach. Great defense.
That's it.
Check.
Check
That's
all boxes. Yep. Checked all boxes.
Pittsburgh,
Defense,
Pittsburgh, Niners, and Denver. They all check those boxes. Well, no, Denver don't got the coach.
Right. Yeah.
Who Denver get as a coach? Who's Denver's coach now? Is it Hackett? Yeah, Hackett. It's Hackett.
Hackett. Yeah, that's him. Yeah. That's only so we don't know about that, but we talk about Aaron Rodgers meeting up with Mike Tomlin. Whew. Russell Wilson meeting up with Mike Tomlin. Whew. Boy, I'm just telling you, bro.
I don't think it's in Pittsburgh's DNA, because they should have done more this past year, and I can understand keeping Big Ben, but not even having a good backup. I'll never understand how Minshew wasn't on the Pittsburgh Steelers this year.
Got you. I feel where you're coming from, Ron. Yeah. I guess they got so. I feel like they got so much faith, and I'm assuming that
I
Mike and
think
them have so much
Haskins.
faith
I think Haskins gets a
in
chance, man. I really think Haskins gets a chance.
over Randolph. I mean, over Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, they already see what they got in Mason.
What? Anthony, stop
Oh
it.
man, y'all remember when Mason got his head beat in, man?
Boy.
That's the only thing I think about when his name comes up. Poor child. Tennessee has the best running back in the league. So did the Detroit Lions. Where'd they go?
I mean,
you know what? Ron getting a little jabs with some little subtle points. I see. You know what I'm saying? He's on one. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like we in the yard in Pelican Bay or something like that, and he just shiving everybody like and keep it walking.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
man, I'm
agree with you,
frustrated
Dante.
with some of these NFL franchises, man. I don't know what they be doing. They need to give us some jobs.
You ain't lying, bro. I'm with you, Ron. I'm
Yeah,
with that. Let me
give
get
me
in there.
give me an opportunity to run
Let
the
me get in there.
organization.
Yeah,
Give
let
me an
me get in.
opportunity to run your organization into the ground like you are.
Okay,
Like
Really, buddy?
let's say
Really, buddy?
let's say we're all hired by the Pittsburgh Steelers. We're sitting in the staff room before the season starts, all season, right about now, and they're like, you know what, fellas, we're going to run it back this year with Big Ben. What would our reaction be? What?
All right, I'm gonna head out right now.
Well, hey, it was nice. I know I just got here, but I'm gonna holler back at y'all, man. Peace.
And then they're gonna be like, take this. Even if Big Ben don't work, we got
We appreciate
Haskins
you, buddy.
and Rudolph.
Who you talking about? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? You talking about the reindeer? Because that's about all we Mason ain't doing nothing. You must be talking about because Mason ain't doing a damn thing for us.
Think about it. TJ Watt technically broke Michael Strahan's sack record. And Pittsburgh
practically, right.
Pittsburgh went to the playoffs is just a laughing stock. It was just like, why are y'all here?
Really,
Salute them for making it.
Really, Anthony? You think so?
Draft a quarterback. Yeah,
everyone likes Jamal Willis.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think I did see them talking about someone. I was reading Bleacher Report last night. Of course, it's Bleacher Report's writers that think it, but I think they do think that Pickett, is it Pickett from Pittsburgh? What's his name?
Yeah, Pickett.
Yeah, I think they believe he's going to Pittsburgh. That he's going to be drafted by Pittsburgh.
He's going to stay in Pittsburgh and basically stay in Pittsburgh and become the quarterback for the Steelers. Facts. Agreed. I totally agree with you. Y'all was on a slim line and y'all stayed on it and made it to the playoffs.
It wasn't even close to the game, huh? They played Cincinnati, right?
Yeah. Cincinnati pretty much ran over them boys.
Nah, they played the Chiefs.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. It was the Chiefs.
It was the Chiefs. And the Chiefs ran all over them boys. Yeah.
And I bet Pittsburgh on this show. Can y'all believe that? That was my pick.
Yeah.
Big Ben was coming out here talking about we gonna lose by 40, and they actually lost by 40.
Yeah, I could not pick Pittsburgh on that game. There's no way I could, bro. I knew that it was the end of an era. Big Ben time was up. It was the end of an era, man. It is what it is. But I would love to see who they're gonna pick up as their QB. If they get somebody out the draft, I could see it. That playoff game looked like a Pop Warner team against a pro team. That is true. That is true.
Go ahead, let it all out, Dante. Let it all out.
That's his team, man. That's his team. Black and yellow. Black and yellow for life, bro.
Dante, who do you want? Who do you want to see Pittsburgh pick up? I feel like it would be irresponsible. All they got to do is get Garoppolo. It doesn't have to be complicated. Let Russell do his thing. Dante?
Is that the best fit though? Y'all.
But you know what San Francisco's asking for Garoppolo?
Too much. Too much.
They're asking for one of two things. They're asking for even a 6th round draft pick, or a 3rd round draft pick, and a player.
A 6th round draft pick, a 3rd round draft pick, and a player.
Even the second round draft pick outright, or I'm not a big fan of Jimmy G. They even they're even asking for a second round pick. If not a second round pick, then they want a third. They'll take a third round pick as well and a player off their roster for Jimmy Garoppolo. That's not much.
That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not
I
bad.
give it a third for Jimmy right now.
Yeah,
You give up
easy.
a third and a player.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it depends on who that player is too.
Yeah. What are they looking for?
They
roster
didn't
spot
say.
55.
But so I often think and wonder, like, do these I think Jimmy has played his way to a second round draft pick spot.
Look at this. This is what he said. Ron.
Watson.
Deshaun. Boy. Oof. That's one thing. The last time the Pittsburgh Steelers had somebody like a Deshaun Watson was when? Cordell Stewart?
I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
Cordell Stewart.
I don't think they've had anything close to him. I feel like before I've always been someone to say Deshaun Watson's the best quarterback in the NFL. It's so crazy that
he has the potential.
Everything transpired with him. I've liked Watson more than Mahomes. I've liked Watson more than Russell, more than Rodgers, man. Name the best player Watson's played with. I guess Hopkins. So that's an easy.
I was about to say that's it.
Yeah. That's it.
Be hot.
But that's so to introduce to play anti-advocate to the conversation. We all know
we know AP.
What's his name? It's Jackson. Lamar Jackson won the MVP, and he didn't have much to play with either. And that's prior to, and he came in after Watson. So what would you think about that? I mean, we all know because he was a dual threat quarterback, and that's why he won. He gained over 1,000 yards rushing and receiving. But so what would you say to that? That he did it with less.
Who? Who did it with less? No, you would not say that about. No, you would not say that because Mark Andrews is one of the top tight ends in the league. Running backs,
tight end, true.
Mark Andrews is he's in the top 5 without question.
And you know what? People were sleeping on him. He
Mark
was the top,
Andrews, they really are.
He was the top tight end this year.
No. We're not going to do this, fellas. Because if the Ravens do not bring in Lamar Jackson some talent, I may just be done with football. It's ridiculous. He has some great players.
He's wasting away.
I want y'all to name that one great quarterback that we look back and we're like, man, y'all remember that tight end he played with? They were electric.
Say name one that had that
outside of Brady.
I will. Peyton Manning had what's old boy that he had at tight end.
Exactly, what's old boy.
I'm trying.
Yeah, he had Marvin Harrison and
Peyton Manning.
I just said Peyton Manning. Was Clark? Wasn't his name Clark?
Yeah, Clark. Dallas Clark.
Was a bad boy, but we look at Peyton for having
John Elway. He had
Sharp.
Troy Aikman had
Novacek.
Novacek. Come on, bro. It's something out there.
Bocaro in New York.
Stop
it, bro. It's something out there, bro.
You know you're just trying to create an argument. You don't
know. Am I wrong about the ones I just mentioned, Ron?
You telling me? You look back and think about Peyton, and you think about his tight end.
No. So there's no. I don't see there's any team out there outside of Kansas City or Kansas City has been very productive in
Kelsey
tight ends.
Right.
Kelsey,
what was old boy Gonzalez, yeah.
But there's no one that has won a Super Bowl in their quarterback.
Hold on. Breeze and what's old boy that used to be the tight end out of New Orleans? That Breeze used to love to throw to.
Ooh, Gates. No. That's not
Gates is
Gates.
insane. It was in San
But Gates is
Antonio.
another
Yeah.
one. Gates is
He
another
had
one.
Graham, Jimmy
Yeah,
Graham.
Jimmy
Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy
That's
Graham.
it.
That
Hey,
was
Jimmy
that was
Graham.
that was a
Oh,
bad boy.
well, you know what? It was close. It was one that was close, but they didn't win the Super Bowl. Cam Newton, and Greg
Uh,
Olson.
Greg Olson. Yeah, Greg Olson. Yeah, I remember Greg too. Yeah, so I mean, it's a few. There's a few out there. Few. You can't take. Come on, Ron. Don't take nothing away from. Don't take nothing away from them
Yeah,
tight ends, man.
I'll take
Mark
that.
Andrews.
I'll take that. I'll take that L. We brought up a
Didn't
lot.
y'all win?
We
Didn't
brought up
y'all
a
win?
lot of great
Didn't y'all win?
tight ends.
Didn't y'all win the Super Bowl with the
Ertz.
top? Yeah, Ertz.
Zach
He was
Ertz.
y'all.
I wasn't
He
gonna
was
say
y'all.
that, but I was gonna leave that one out. But I ain't forgot about Zach. I ain't forgot about Zach Ertz. I was gonna leave that one out, but I ain't forgot about Zach either. Ravens 85% playbook is Lamar running. I don't agree with that, AP, because I think Lamar, he doesn't, because so everybody puts Lamar Jackson in almost the same category as Michael Vick. Everybody felt like Michael Vick didn't have the arm. They said,
What?
if you listen to a lot of critics felt like Michael Vick wasn't
That
a
dude,
good
he threw
quarterback.
the ball effortlessly,
Bro,
60
the
yards down the
length of the
field.
field, bro. The length of the field without
Fellas,
any effort.
is Black History Month, man. I'm gonna say it is racist. The
I
Lamar, the
agree.
Vic effect. Black
Yeah, man.
quarterbacks,
Come
all they
on,
can
bro.
do is run. Like Lamar Jackson led the NFL in passing and touchdowns, passing touchdowns, all of the above. If we really wanted to get into his stats, and like, wait, he's top 5 in all of these quarterback categories.
Right, exactly, Dante. And that's the thing. I think a lot of people say he's a run first, but he's not. It's the fact that when he has to get out the pocket, he has that ability to be able to be electrifying and do so much with his feet outside the pocket where he doesn't have to throw the ball. The same, the thing about Lamar and same thing about Vic. When he gets out of the pocket and they get out of the pocket and they're pressured, the thing in which they could do, which makes them who they are and why they're so electrifying, is the fact that what they would have done by throwing the ball, they can do the exact same thing with their legs. They could
Hey,
throw a
hey,
40-yard pass and be
Ron,
okay and complete it, but so can they can run that same ball for 40 yards and still do the exact same thing. And not a
bro,
lot of quarterbacks can do that.
when we used to play Madden, man, I will always get Atlanta and Mike Vick, and you
Who
should
didn't?
see
Who
Vick.
didn't?
You should see Bishops. Like it was hilarious when I used to run Vick around the corner, and he'd
Because
be
you
like,
couldn't get him.
"Boo!"
You couldn't stop him, bro. Like anytime when you play, man,
Pew.
that's just like when we used to play Super Tecmo Bowl. Everybody got who? The Raiders, because of Bo Jackson. Because it was hard to bring down Bo Jackson if you
Well,
had
him
the
and
Raiders.
Allen, they was a double-headed monster
Yeah, you
in that
could
game.
not bring down Bo Jackson. And that's how it was on Madden with Vic. And I take that. I mean, I hear what Ron's saying, like they need to give Lamar more weapons. I totally agree with that because Hollywood Brown is
What you
not.
think about what about Juju? And,
Yes. Oh, hell yeah. In Baltimore, yeah.
because
I
it's
think he could. I think he
number
could
one athlete,
redefine himself.
Juju
I think he could
in Baltimore.
redefine. Yeah, I think Juju could redefine himself in Baltimore. I do. Ooh, that's a good question, AP.
I'm riding with Lamar.
I'd have to look at I'd have to really look back at Vic, because if you look at a lot of Vic's plays, his games, bro, Vic threw some dimes. And when I say he threw some dimes, like when he went to Philly after his hiatus in jail or whatever, and he was throwing balls to Deshaun, and Deshaun was in full stride, and he was catching that bitch on. I'm
And
sorry, he was catching that joker like I seen times when
I
Deshaun
think
almost fell because he was trying to catch up with the ball because Vic had
so
laid it out
I
too
would
perfect.
think the same thing goes for Lamar. It's just that Hollywood couldn't hold on to the ball.
I can.
I mean, it's not. We're not trying to demean Hollywood or anything like that, but he
Right.
definitely was not it. Like, man, yeah. I mean, he had a couple of good games, but
Well,
ultimately he did damage.
I think the thing with Hollywood, bro, is the fact that okay, that first year he had a good season with
Mm-hmm.
Lamar. That first season he had with Lamar, that was a good season. Hollywood did good. I think he had almost 1,000 yards receiving, if I'm not mistaken. So that was good. But I think everybody figured out downtown Hollywood Brown because of the fact that he He's a small receiver. He's not big.
Yeah,
He's not big at all.
he's just a speedster.
But he's not even that fast. He's not a Deshaun Jackson. He's not a Tyreek Hill fast. He has some speed, but he's not like that. He's not top speed like them two, like Deshaun or he's not like, yeah, he can catch the ball at times and stuff like that, but he drops a lot of stuff that he should catch as well. But I do agree with Ron. If they were to get a premier receiver, like I do feel like Juju would be a good fit. You know what I'm saying? In Baltimore, and stuff like that. If Lamar, just imagine if Lamar would have got like a Jamar Chase. Oof.
So
Bro.
Hollywood ran a 4.33.
Oh damn! I didn't think he ran that fast. Good lord. Yeah, that's
Good lord.
That's fast. Yeah, he ran a 4.33. Oh yeah, he fast. That's fast. Because Tyreek ran a 4.29. Yeah, that boy running. He ran fast. That means he ran faster than what you call, which he's supposed to. He ran faster than Michael Parsons. Yeah, that's a 4.33. That's fast. But that's the thing. Hollywood is small though. Hollywood's small like Tyreek almost. He might be a little bit taller than Tyreek, but he's small. He's real small. And so it don't take a lot for a DB to put body on him and take him off his route and all type, or make contact with him. That's just a lot. But let me ask y'all this question real quick, because I know we got to move on. But let me ask y'all this. Let me put this up here for y'all. What are y'all thoughts?
Wow, it's crazy that you just brought that up because we was talking about who's more accurate, Brady. I mean, not Brady. Vic or Lamar. So I started looking up passing percentages. Y'all know who had the highest pass percentage this season? The most accurate quarterback?
Joe Burrow. I already know.
Joe motherfreaking Thorough. 70%.
Oh, yep, I already know.
70%.
Yep, Joe Burrow. Yep, he sure did. And he is 7-0, Trey, in postseason. 7-0.
Yeah.
So with that said, Trey,
that clearly sounds like you're going with the Bengals.
That clearly sounds like I'm going with the Bengals. Boy, Trey is steady at it, boy. He is steady.
The Rams are great at having great expectations to win the Super Bowl. When we play the Patriots, world talent, there's no way we're supposed to lose to them. Even when we played the Patriots the second time with who was our running back? Gurley. We had a live squad, and we went into that game and put up 3 points.
Where is Gurley now?
For the Rams, y'all.
On the couch.
Is he on the couch? Gurley's on the couch?
In Cabo.
Probably, yeah, he with Buddy. Buddy, hey, Gurley out there with you, Buddy?
Oh, Buddy. Yeah, no, I'm talking about what team is he on?
For real.
He was last with Atlanta.
I thought that was the last.
And they
cut him?
Yeah. He doesn't play for. I don't believe he plays for anyone currently. He's probably getting ready to suit up for the USFL.
Wow, I did not know that, bro. But this right here, yeah, I really had high expectations for Gurley. I did.
He didn't continue to grow his game. Like, he was just a headstrong running back, busting it up the middle, going for 40. He didn't take the time to work on his feet work, to get better at catching the ball, to become more like a Kamara or McCaffrey. Like, you never saw that from Gurley. It was just pound. And he lost the opportunity, but that's my guy.
Yeah. I had high expectations.
Matter of fact, the last team he played for was Atlanta. And that was in 2020.
Oh wow, he missed a whole season last year.
Yeah, so he didn't play at all. Ooh. So you're saying it's unfortunate, but yeah, that's what happens. Like he said, like Ron said, he tried to just be a power back, and that wasn't what that wasn't what his body was built for.
Ooh, what do y'all think about this?
Yeah, that's I could agree with that. Well, no.
I don't think y'all do agree with it.
No, so I was about to say either. I don't agree with it, only because your tight could be top receiver, and you can because obviously in all opinion, I don't know if y'all believe it or not. My opinion, Kelsey is the top tight end. I mean, is the top receiver for KC,
No,
and Hill gets the scraps for the most part.
no, I disagree. I disagree with that. I feel like Tyreek Hill is still the top receiver. However, though, Kelsey does play a huge part. I do agree with you on this though, Trey. I do feel like a tight end can be the number one receiver, and you can have supporting receivers around them. They could be twos and threes. I do agree with that
Like you
because
said, Olsen when we come back.
because I would be honest. To be honest, Trey, just and this is for you, and y'all tell me how y'all feel, Ron and Trey. Kittles could possibly be y'all number one out there in San Fran.
I think he was initially before the emergence of Debo.
Debo.
Yeah. So like the years prior, yes, Kittle was that man. But with the emergence of Debo and even Jennings, for the most part, it kind of like put Kittle on the back burner where he becomes that go-to after the fact. But prior to that, yes, Kittle. I would say that Kittle was a top receiver.
Mm-hmm.
What gave him that? Which gave him so at that point he started pushing Kelsey for the top tight end. But like as we were saying earlier, now we have it to where I think that belongs to Mark Andrews because slowly but surely he has been the dominant tight end
If
in
you're
the league.
saying Mark Andrews is the best tight end, then that means that Kelsey isn't even top 3.
So the stats say that Andrews is a top tight end. He's number one in all categories.
Yeah, I told you. I say people sleep on Mark Andrews. I tell Mark Andrews is. I said that he's in the top 5 without question, bro. And I don't know why he's so slept on. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because Lamar Jackson is overshadowing him or what. But Mark Andrews is in the top 5. I already knew that he was in the top 5
So
for tight ends.
I don't know why we're talking about tight ends so much today, but we ain't gonna sleep on Darren Waller, who I believe is the best tight end in
Waller.
football.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm not gonna sleep. Yeah, no.
Darren Waller is nice, but I
Not
think
at all.
I think it's the simple fact of the Raiders are without real talent in their core, in which Darren Waller just outshines everybody else, and plus it's a tight end. So that's what the difference is in my opinion in tight end.
And don't forget about this tight end too. And like you say, Ron, I don't know why we stuck on tight ends, but we don't talk about them a lot. But don't forget about Pittman out in Atlanta. That boy is up and coming.
Pitts.
He Pitts.
What I didn't know, Pitts. What I didn't know is
bad.
I didn't know that he hasn't. Yesterday was the first time he scored a touchdown on American soil.
Right. He out there with Matty Ice. That's why I say Matty got to go. Matty got to go, bro. When you got the top tight end, who this dude was killing in college as a tight end, was breaking all types of records as a tight end in college football, bro. The dude is 6'7" at tight end. He's 6'7", bro, with hands like a receiver.
And speed like a receiver.
Yeah, bro. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And did you see his 40 time? Check his 40 time, Trey, at tight end. Oh boy, Pitts. Check what he ran in his 40 time. His 40 time was ridiculous as a tight end, bro.
4.4.
Yeah, as a tight end, bruh. That's fast as a tight end. You can't put a linebacker on him, bro. And if you do, he better be your boy.
You can't put anybody on him.
At 6'7", yeah, you can. You can put LeBron.
Oh my God.
You can put LeBron on him. AD. But anybody else, bro, jump ball all day. It's jump ball all day, bro. Like, how are you not using jump ball with this guy?
Every time.
Come on, man.
So as we continue to move on, NBA action is
might as well go to NBA. Let's go.
Fantastic.
It's fantastic. Let's
go.
So
of course, over the weekend, the trade, like tomorrow, I think tomorrow's the trade deadline. So,
is it tomorrow? I thought it was Friday.
The 10th.
Is it tomorrow?
What's today?
The 7th.
Okay, yeah, you're right then. So yeah, we still got Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah. Thursday is the trade deadline, but of course some teams started early. First one to do it, the Clippers, formulated a trade with the Trailblazers as they sent Eric Bledsoe, Justin Winslow, and Johnson to the Pistons for Norman Powell and Robert Covington. Last night, Norman Powell and Robert Covington debuted with the Clippers as they played host to the Milwaukee Bucks, in which the Bucks thrashed the Clippers 137-113, improving the 34-21. Clippers dropped to 27-28. In their debut, Powell scored 28 points, and Robert Covington had 13 points. The leading Powell being the leading scorer for the Clippers. Three players contribute with 10 points apiece: Amir Coffey, Reggie Jackson, and Zubac, as well as Marcus Morris dropped 20. But the Bucks was in rare form, I guess you could say. Maybe not as rare. They had 5 players in double figures, but Giannis Antetokounmpo, 28 points, 10 rebounds. Bobby Portis, 24 points, 11 rebounds. And Drew Holiday, 27 points, 5 rebounds, and 13 assists as they got the dub. Do y'all think that was a good trade to trade Justin Winslow, Eric Bledsoe, and Keon Johnson for Powell and Covington? Or does that get the Clippers back on track to push the West, push the Lakers and the other teams in the West for to get into the get out of the playoff?
Yeah. I don't know, because we're still talking about the Clippers in regards to we don't know what's his name that's out. Like, I still feel like
I don't think neither one of them coming back. Well, definitely PG isn't coming back. I don't think
you don't think Paul George is coming back?
He's not coming back to play this year. He's out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
I think him and Kawhi are out. I think
Kawhi. Yeah. So I don't see how. I'm sure that's why they're trying to salvage the season by bringing him, by getting him in, because of them two not probably not coming back. So I guess in that case, I guess it's a good trade, because your two main people probably won't make it back for the season. So anything that you can do to salvage the season, that probably is the best.
I mean, they are doing better than the Lakers, so.
I love it.
It is what it is, man.
I love it.
Clippers is in playoffs right now, and the Lakers ain't.
Woo!
Ron Loe is the greatest coach in NBA.
That part.
The Lakers are currently in the 9th seed, which they're playing. They're in the play.
They're out though. 9th seed is out though.
Not according to the tournament. They not out yet. Not according to the tournament.
Yo, I bet. Hey, Bishop, Trey love that tournament right now.
Now. He loving that.
Just like 5 years ago, I was just standing on this talking about, no, the tournament's the worst.
Yeah, they need. He want that. He want that. He love the tournament now. He want that playing.
I think we're gonna clown out the tournament anyway, so it's not gonna make a difference.
We gonna get. I love the trade. I love the trade. I think it speaks more on Portland, though. I'm happy to see Portland push that blow up button.
You think? Yeah, I was about to say that blow up.
That was the Houston. We have problems. They about to ship. They about to ship everybody out.
And I totally agree with Ron. Portland do need something, man. They do. A Dame, I know he like, man. Look, bro. Look. What y'all not gonna do is
I think everything is a stopgap currently, like you said, to basically put them in a position to do something different. Like at the end of it, to hopefully bring some Dame. Like next, I think McCullough's gonna go. I don't think it's a situation where they can keep both McCullough and Dame and be productive. One of them got to go to bring in some more talent.
That's crazy you say that, because I'm sure McCollum doesn't want to depart from that duo.
No, does Dame, because he's the weaker of the two, in my opinion. So going somewhere else, does McCollum put up the same numbers as he does in Portland? Right. So last night's face-off against the two players that was traded from one another, as the Dallas Mavericks played host to the Atlanta Hawks in D-Town, in which the Mavericks were victorious 103-94, improving to 31-23 as the Hawks dropped to 25-28. The Hawks was led by John Collins, double-double, 22 points, 18 rebounds, and 1 assist. Trey Young, 17 points, 11 rebounds, 11 assists, and two rebounds. But you know that man, that dangerous man, Luka, with a triple double, 18 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists. Although he wasn't the leading scorer, as that was going to Jalen Bronson and Reggie Bullock, both scoring 22 points apiece, respectively. Uh, do you, Luka? What when you hear Luka, what do y'all think? What's the first thing that comes to mind?
Legend.
Bad boy.
Yeah,
Bad boy.
like I continue
Larry
to say,
Bird.
I'll continue to say, the kids from other countries is built different, completely different, as we see it in Jokic, Luka, Sabonis. Like, you know what I'm saying, it's different.
Giannis.
Giannis, yes, you know what I'm saying, it's
Embiid.
just different. Them guys is built different.
They are. Absolutely, they're built different. I mean, when you speak the name Luca, man, you just think about future greatness.
And you know what's interesting? I think I don't know if you guys agree. So of course, in overseas and stuff like that, they start playing at a younger age, which get like if those that develop quickly, they playing against they kids, adolescents playing with grown men. Uh, Even Rubio, you know what I'm saying, did it at one point. Like these dudes, man, and Luca, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, they can go pro at 13. It's completely different.
That's crazy. That's mad crazy.
Luca been a professional for, I think he's like
Way longer.
22.
Yeah,
A
and
decade.
honing
Yeah.
his skills, so he's already
Right.
like he's advanced than any other kid, which we have here for the most part to a certain degree. And then he gets to the league, and now you playing. It's like I've been playing with, and let's not act like there ain't ballers over there in other countries. They might not be that of the United States, but you know what I'm saying, it's players for the most
Well,
part. So
and don't I so I feel like we have the same thing here.
mm-hmm.
It's just the fact our pool is way bigger. We have our talent pool of young athletes is so much bigger. So the spotlight is not on the younger kids here as it is over on those other places.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not saying they don't have athletes and great players over there, but their pool is not as big as ours as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
That's just
I think
me.
I think Trey just giving them a shout out. They know what we do to them boys in the Olympics.
I mean, I mean, and which is
Facts.
crazy. It's like, so yes, we have the
Facts.
larger collective of players without a doubt when you put
Right.
them all together. But with the individual talent, like you got, let's not. Sometimes our players don't meet up. Of course, we had certain years in which it didn't go as well. We all
Yeah,
know the past Olympics,
We've been
the,
getting
quaking his
I
boot
think
because
I think
go ahead. Ron.
no, I was just gonna say I think the line is just like 22, 23 below when it comes to just the younger up and coming athletes. That's where
Mm-hmm,
we lose it at.
mm-hmm.
Because when the NCAA used to do the Olympics, they was getting washed.
Washed.
And
Yeah.
they
right,
and they would
right,
and they would
right.
if we put our best talent that wasn't in the NBA and sent that to the Olympics, it would get washed. And I think
Every
that's
time.
a huge problem. That should speak a lot to our
Our
development and how
development.
we put it together. But that's because these dudes, their life becomes basketball at
Mm-hmm.
13. Think about
Mm-hmm.
that. Professional. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's your life, your job.
Right,
Like every
right.
day.
Our 13-year-olds are on their way to go play just shoot in
Yeah.
the at school in the yard and come home and play games while their
Now, I was
13 year
about to
olds is
say,
Call of
strapping
Duty.
up.
don't forget video games. That's
Yeah,
what our
videos while
13-year-olds are
they
doing.
13-year-olds is strapping up.
Yeah, our 13-year-olds playing 2K, while their 13-year-olds is 2K.
It's
They in the
2K.
game. They in the game. We they over here is different. It's totally different. And I totally agree with Ron. We tried that. When we was dominating the Olympics for so long, they was like, look, we need y'all college players. Look, stop sending y'all NBA players. Let us play against y'all college players, because obviously y'all college players
They're
going to the NBA.
amateurs.
Yeah, y'all college players are definitely probably on the same level. And then we put our college players out there, and they was getting thrashed. And we was like, US was like, no, y'all ain't finna beat up on our young kids. Come on, let's put the NBA back in it. Let's put the NBA back in it. Let's see where y'all at. Maybe y'all done come up. And
I
you know
think
what? Yeah, what are
if
the two Olympics was it that the USA came, especially the men's came and what got silver?
yeah,
It
Yeah,
was
80,
it was
88 in
yeah,
2000.
it
yeah,
was
and
the
yeah.
AI led. I'm not AI led, but the team AI and then played. It was bad. That was a bad situation. Was
I
it?
don't
Was
AI
that
and Tim
bronze?
Duncan couldn't get it done.
Yeah, couldn't
Yeah.
get it done. Tim Duncan. I remember that year. That Tim Duncan year. Yep, 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 yep.
So you know what? This up and coming squad, this next squad we're gonna talk about, I think it's up and coming. They just added a valuable piece. The Cleveland Cavaliers played host to the Indiana Pacers as the Cleveland Cavaliers again victorious 33 with a 33-21 record, won 98-85, pushing the Indiana Pacers to 19-36. Of course, the Pacers is led by none other than Chris Duarte, 22 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. 11 rebounds for Sabonis, 9 points, and 10 points from Justin Holiday. But the Cavaliers, bruh, my man Allen is overrated. I mean, not overrated, underrated, and people don't look at him. Allen a double, 15 points, 17 rebounds, no assists. Kevin Love is reemerging. I stand corrected. 19.7 rebounds, 5 assists. Rajon Rondo with the double, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 12 assists. CD Osman dropped 18 in the fourth quarter, finished with 22 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and woe and behold, they go and add Karis LeVert
Bert.
that they got in the trade for Rubio, a first round and 2 second-round draft picks. Ron, I see you shaking your head, pumping your fists. Is Cleveland ready?
Cleveland is ready. They just won the trade deadline. They're prime. Nets, watch out. Milwaukee, watch out. Philly, watch out. Everybody needs to be on notice. Cleveland Cavaliers will be in the Eastern Conference Championship game.
Woo!
Mm,
That's how we doing it.
Right,
mm, mm.
right. Let's look at the seedings. I think the only
What's
teams they got to worry about, of course, is
well,
Milwaukee and
you don't think Chicago's a problem?
oh no, Chicago is a mess. Um, yeah,
But my
right
question,
now Cleveland's a 4 seed. They're gonna have home court advantage. Watch out. I
so my
can't believe they stole Karis LeVert.
that's a
For
huge
real.
addition. Karis LeVert,
Karras is a
that boy can shoot
problem.
that.
Now
He
you
can shoot
put
that
him
ball.
back, you bring him back with Allen. They reconnected. Allen is on the uprise, and you know what I'm saying
Yeah,
they got Evan Mobley. Like they got
Yeah,
problems over there. And like we just said,
so
y'all said that last week. I'm a believer now. Kevin Love is riding. Cleveland
bro. So
is emerging.
my question to y'all is this: with didn't LeBron leave Cleveland to go to the Lakers? Wasn't that the last team he was on?
I
I
think
don't know if I
so.
want to answer because that sounds this sounds like a setup.
It may be your setup, but my thing is LeBron looks like the hello dum dum because you left Cleveland to go to the Lakers, and look where the Lakers are, and look where Cleveland is.
Don't do that.
So this is what I will say. So this is what I
Come
will
on,
say.
Ron. Be,
You know he, you
come
know
on,
Ron's a
Ron.
LeBron lover. But so
Come
this is
on,
what I will
Ron.
say. This is what I will say. Right?
Hello, dum dum.
If LeBron would have stayed in Cleveland, I don't think these guys flourish and they grow
Why not?
because it's like it's LeBron. So this is why. So when you look at it, the only place in which I think a team has been conducive to where LeBron has been there and it's been a good situation has been Miami because it was a bunch. It wasn't young players that was there. It was a bunch of everyone was on the same scale and on the same threshold as far as being here and being in the league and stuff like that. When you got young players that play with LeBron, I don't think they flourish well because they don't get an opportunity to grow. They got all the LA players that have played with LeBron that have gone on to other organizations to become a force to be that become a force to be reckoned with.
Wait a
Now,
minute, Trey. You saying it? So you're saying that if LeBron plays with a younger team, the team can't flourish? Is what you're saying?
the talent doesn't flourish completely. they'll get a shot. So Kyle Kuzma, he's in Washington doing this thing.
Killing it.
Randall, he's in New York.
Stop.
He does things in Randall.
Stop.
Lonzo, D'Angelo Russell.
Stop.
Uh,
Stop.
who else is it?
Y'all cut it
Ron
out.
said stop.
So not saying that he's bad. It's just that he's ball dominant and he's a dominant, and that's just what happened. He can't. It's like he takes all the sun away from the flowers and they can't grow. So I don't see no way that.
But okay. So what was the case when he left Miami and went back to Cleveland and won them a championship?
It was, but we all know that championship shouldn't have been won due to the bad officiating and maybe conspiracy. Maybe
all right, AP Junior.
Where Miller at? We need Miller on the show so we can go ahead and talk about that.
Applewhite Jr.
Talk about these conspiracies.
Applewhite Jr. Stop it. Look at Ron.
We all know that they should not have.
LeBron, I apologize for on behalf of Trey and Bishop this morning. I apologize.
What you apologizing for us for, Ron? What?
Y'all technically just said.
Go ahead.
That it's better to be on a team without LeBron than to be on a team.
That's not what I said. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, in my opinion,
I heard LeBron's overrated.
None of those words. That's why the media. They see, at this point we're media, and this is how the media's words get twisted. We never that came out our mouth is that LeBron is overrated.
Never did say that. Never said that.
It's gonna be a storyline tomorrow. First formation, flash LeBron James.
Oh my God! I never said that. All I was saying, my statement was, my question was, how does LeBron leave a team in Cleveland, going to where he thinks the grass would be greener in LA? Mind you, he did win a championship with LA, and it was he won a championship. That's what I was about to say. He won a championship with LA. I get it, but now looking at it, after 1 year winning with LA. You should be on kind of like the same path.
When you
with the team which you just won a championship with, but the team in which you left, look at how they're faring this season, and the people in which they're bringing in.
Look at Rondo. Rondo done went over to Cleveland. He's doing things like it's just.
Which
like
he was in LA, right? Just like a few months ago.
Second time around they traded. So it's just when I look at it, like I think there is a factor. I think it's a huge factor which. Let's not get it. That's not. By no means are we saying LeBron's overrated and that he's not. He can get the job done. But I think what happens is he's leaned upon too much to get the job done, and everyone else basically defers to him, and that's the problem.
I don't know what Taco Fall is doing. To be honest with you, Anthony Price, I have
not
no idea.
balling.
As far as Of course, say LeBron might leave the Lakers to play with his son on the same. And then,
it's possible.
So AP, and that's the only reason why I think LeBron is staying in the league. I think he's trying to be the first player to ever play with his son or against his son in the NBA. I think that's the only reason why LeBron is staying in the NBA. I truly believe that.
Yeah, he wants to at least play with his son at least once.
Yeah, I truly believe that's the reason why he's still there. I totally get that. But
it's a beautiful story, but LeBron's here to get these rings, man.
I think that's a part of it too. Don't get me wrong.
I think if in LeBron's mind, of course he wants to get 6 like MJ, but he got to be like, if I don't even get 5 like Kobe, what have I been doing here? Because he admitted, I've been chasing ghosts my career. Like, that's your aspiration. That's what you've been dedicated to. That's what you're living for. I think LeBron goes back to Cleveland after this year.
Wow.
So continuing on with speaking with about ex-Lakers players. Last night, the New York Pelicans traveled to Houston to take on the Houston Rockets, in which the Rockets could not defend their home court, losing 120 to 107. The Pelicans improved to 21 and 32. The Rockets dropped to 15 and 38. The Rockets were led by, of course, Christian Wood, 22 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Jalen Green as well as Garrison Matthews contributed 18 points apiece. The Pelicans were led by Brandon Ingram's 33 points, 3 rebounds, 12 assists, 21 points from center Jackson Hayes with 7 rebounds, 18 points for Valanciunas, as well as 13 from Josh Hart. Do y'all see a situation to where the Pelicans are starting to make a push to get into that play-in tournament, or is it just they're just barely on the cusp?
No,
No, not buying it.
no, not at all.
I think the only team that stops them from getting in the play-in is San Antonio. Looking at the current standings, I mean they're 10th.
Ron, there's a question for you.
Is there a new big three in the Lakers without Westbrook? No, because I can't see any all-star that wants to go play on the Lakers with LeBron, and there's literally no way for them to make it happen. They're stuck. But I think their big three is fine. I think Westbrook,
Really?
LeBron, Westbrook, LeBron, and AD will be fine in the playoffs. I don't understand how anybody would take any other big three over them.
But
West
Ron, the question is the question that matter is the deciding factor in the person that is in question is Westbrook out of those
Right.
big
my
three.
man was getting booed in LA
He
last night.
was. He was. He was. He really
Yeah.
was. And he was
So we
shooting
go.
bricks. Like
We're,
he
we're
shot bricks the other night.
we
I
gonna get
watched
to
that.
we gonna get to that in a second because I do have something in reference to that. First, saying let's talk about these Boston Celtics now 30-25 as they did defeat the Orlando Magic on their home court 116-83. The team was led by Jaylen Brown, 26 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Jason Tatum dropped 15-9 with 7 assists. 22 points from Dennis Schroeder, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. The Orlando Magic was led by Jalen Suggs, rookie Jalen Suggs, with 17 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. A couple of players with 8 points in Mohamed Bamba, and Franz Wagner, and Wendell Carter scored 14 points with 8 assists. Uh, Bishop, your Nets, man. Nash came out and basically stated that we're not trading
Harden.
Harden. We're not
Right.
trading. Stop talking to us. Start calling us. They're on an 8-game losing streak. Do you
Yeah.
think it's time to trade Harden?
No, why would we talk about trading Harden if we ain't no talking about trading Westbrook? Harden doing better than Westbrook. Let's be honest.
Barely.
Barely, but he is. He might. I mean, why? If we not talking about trading Westbrook, why are we talking about trading Harden?
The Nets took,
The
as we said,
future.
collected their 8th losing game in a row as they lost to 124 to 104 to the Denver Nuggets, becoming equals standing twins at both at 29 and 24. The Nets basically Kyrie Irving finished with 27 points, 5 rebounds, 11 assists. Cameron Thomas, rookie, 20 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Blake Griffin, 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists.
Off the bench.
Yes, off the bench. But of course, Jokic doing what Jokic does, joining Will Chamberlain with bigs with 20 or 25, a multiple 25 point and triple doubles as he dropped 27 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists, 21 points for Will Barton, 17 from Aaron Gordon, 9 points and 7 assists. Uh, Again, we another player, overseas player that does doing things. But back to Harden, it has been rumored, or of course, he stated that he plans to explore free agency. Bishop, already know what's going on in your mind, already know how you feel about it. Basically, you like, yo, deuces. You digging it?
For
So
Harden?
do
Yeah.
yeah. You
Yeah.
already yeah. So are you saying this isn't time for the Nets to panic?
If
Mm-mm.
I'm Brooklyn,
You're,
I'm
you're
on the
panicking.
phone. No. If I'm
Okay.
Brooklyn, I hope they already did this, but I'm on the phone with Ben Simmons, his agent, somebody. Is there a possibility that Ben would like to play here and get himself together?
So
Because
that was something that we was
there,
talking about the other day, Ron. But go ahead.
if because it's a 1,000% chance that Harden's not staying in Brooklyn. This is his last
Mm-mm,
year there,
mm-hmm.
Mm.
so they're pretty
It's something
much
for him while you can.
exactly unless they're 1,000% sure that they're going to win the championship. That's the only thing I would keep if I'm winning the championship or trading Harden for assets. Of course, you go with the championship, but
Right.
my favorites was Nets versus Lakers in the championship. So I will see, but Brooklyn don't look good right now, boy. I tell you, they
We
got the best
don't.
player in the NBA. Let's stop it, Kevin Durant. They're gonna be fine.
Right.
Of course, who started to look good in the NBA, or who looks good in the NBA, the Philadelphia 76ers and Chicago Bulls did battle last night in Chicago, where it was a hell of a show. The Philadelphia 76ers end up being victorious 119-108, improving to 32-29, while the Bulls dropped to 33-20. But they put on a show last night. The Philadelphia 76ers is led by Joel Embiid's 40-point, 10 rebound output, 3 assists. Tobias Harris contributed with 23 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists, while DeMar DeRozan, opposite side of him, the op, 45 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. His contributing partner, 23 points from Nikola Vucevic, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. Is this basically a Eastern Conference final potentially, Philadelphia and Chicago, or are that a little presumptuous?
Presumptuous, but I don't know how DeMar DeRozan has a 50-point game. That's crazy. No threes.
He hit
All
50 points, no threes.
47 with no threes.
Eight,
Yeah.
Wow.
18 for 30.
Damn.
I
Yeah,
think I
that's
think I think Chicago is overrated first round exit.
ooh.
But
Mm,
that's just my hot take.
Ooh. That is a huge hot take. He
Chicago's
said
overrated.
he said Chicago's overrated. Wow.
So, do you believe Carl Anthony Towns is overrated as he led his Minnesota Timberwolves at home over the Detroit Pistons 118-105? In this game, Carl Anthony Towns, the Cat, scored 24 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists. D'Angelo Russell contributed with 22 points, 5 rebounds. And then Malik Beasley, 20 points, 9 rebounds, 11 assists. The Pistons were led by Sadiq Bey, 24 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. And from Jeremy Grant, 10 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists. 15 points from Corey Joseph and 11 points from Diallo. The Cat Does the Cat need help, or is he good where he's at? Does he need to be traded? Carl Anthony Towns.
Hmm. Not so
Mm-mm.
complicated.
Nah, I don't think he needs to be traded. I just think probably needs some additions to help him out. I don't think he needs to be traded. They still winning.
I mean, if you
Here and
think about it,
there.
he's a center and he got two incredible talents at guard with D. Russ and Edwards. I don't. Minnesota's just a confusing franchise.
Yeah.
They're
Mm-hmm.
just there.
So, of course, tonight's games will face off. So basically, you have a 5-game slate. The Raptors will travel to Charlotte to take on the Hornets. The Washington Wizards will play host to the Miami Heat. The Golden State Warriors will be in OKC facing off against the Thunder. The Phoenix Suns and the Chicago Bulls do battle in Chicago, and the Utah Jazz will host the New York Knicks. Bishop,
The
what's your
game is
five for this?
the,
What's your
the
five?
the game of the night is going to be the Suns and the Bulls, of course.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely going to be the game. I'm picking the Hornets at home. I'm picking the Heat on the road.
Mm.
I'm picking the Warriors on the road.
Mm-hmm.
I'm picking the Jazz at home. Oh, that Suns and Bulls game. They playing in Chicago. Ooh. You know, Suns just came off that streak that the Atlanta Hawks.
You thinking about it too hard, Bishop. You know, should the Bulls are not beating the Suns
At home? You don't think the Bulls could beat the Suns at home? Just because of that run, I'm picking the Bulls to upset this. Or not, it's not an upset. It should be they're supposed to win at home. I'm picking the Bulls just because Ron said he know better. I'm picking the Bulls. That's my 5.
My 5, I'm going with the Hornets, the Heat, the Warriors, the Jazz, and I think the Bulls put on for the city, and the Bulls gets the W.
So we got all the same then. What you got, Ron?
y'all didn't agree on the Raptors and Hornets.
Really? You got the Raptors?
Yeah, I got the Hornets.
You picked, yeah, you
I
picked
picked
the
the
Rap.
Hornets.
Oh, y'all both picked the Hornets. Okay,
Yeah, I picked the
all right,
Hornets.
yeah, I like that. I wouldn't be surprised if the Knicks upset the Jazz.
I'm hoping of that. But yes.
I'm trying to see if Donovan Mitchell's back yet.
Oh yeah, I
Okay,
think he
I
is.
think is he?
he's
I
he's
thought he
playing.
still out.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think
No,
he's back.
it looks like he's playing. He's not
Yeah,
on the
I think
injury
he's.
report.
Yeah, I think
Oh
he's back.
yeah, the Jazz. I'm in agreement with all of y'all. I mean, with y'all except for the Bulls.
You got the Suns, right? You
Suns.
taking Phoenix.
Bulls
Which
might lose by 20. Bulls might lose by 20.
Ooh.
I don't think
Boy, you
DeMar's
just
going to
have
allow that.
you have no faith in them Bulls, bro.
I think
I don't
DeMar.
think I don't think Levine gonna allow that either. I don't think Zach gonna agree with that. Ooh.
He's not playing though.
Who
He's
Zach
not
ain't
back
playing?
yet.
Yeah, he's back out.
He's still back out. Oh, I didn't know Zach was still out.
Well, he came, but he's
Okay,
injured, so he's
fellas.
out.
Alex Caruso is out. Lonzo Ball is out. Kobe White is out. Derrick Jones is out, and Levine is out. It says he's day to day.
Oh, I didn't know all those people was out. If that's the case, then I'm going with the Suns. Then
I'm
There
still
you
rocking
go.
with the Bulls.
I'm
still
going with the
rocking
Suns.
the
If
Bulls.
all them is out, there's no way the Bulls gonna beat the
I
Suns.
think we gotta stop playing around with the Suns, man. We
Oh no, I'm
we
not.
gotta stop
I'm not.
disrespecting their name.
No, oh, believe me, I'm not. I'm not disrespecting them at all. They was in that. They showed why they was in the finals last year. They're showing you why they was in the finals. That Booker, CP3, and that young center, bro. I take nothing away from the Suns, bro.
They're
They
so
killing
disrespected. They don't get no
they killing
MVP talks. They don't get no All-Star love.
They got the best
You know
record,
who
right?
Yeah, you know who that kind of reminds me of?
Who?
They give me Golden State vibes. How they just went to the championship in front of everybody and no one expected, and then they come back the following season and just measure it up and take it to another high level.
Yep. As to show that we deserve to be there last year and we deserve to go back and we trying to make it back again. I totally agree with you, Ron. 100%.
We got to talk about CP3 is the best player in the NBA. We got to talk about it. I don't agree.
The best player in the NBA?
The best player? You just said AD was.
KD.
Oh, I said.
I mean, KD. I mean, KD.
I said we got to talk about it.
Okay. The key word, we got to talk about it. Not saying he is.
Right.
We just got to discuss it.
We'll say it's going to be a missed discussion. We'll say that for upcoming very soon, very soon. But last two topics before we get up out of here, so we don't go too far over time. We already a little over time. If gentlemen, do you, as what Anthony Price was stating and talking about Russell Westbrook, as we all know, he was benched over the weekend during overtime for his for his lack of contribution to the team, in which the Lakers end up losing. Do you think it's time to put Russell on the bench and for him to become a bench player and coming off the bench? Or at least an experiment to check that experiment.
Come on, Ron. This is what you wanted right here, Ron. Let's hear it.
One of my favorite songs is by J. Cole. Just came out. It's called "Pride Is the Devil." Russell Westbrook will never accept the role of going to the bench because of that pride. It would be the greatest thing that happened for the Lakers if Russell Westbrook decided to just be that 6-man role and be the engine when LeBron and AD just needs a rest. Russ, go in there
Him,
and get them.
Him and Carmelo
him
off
and
the bench, off the
Carmelo coming
bench.
off the bench. Yeah, I was about to say him and Carmelo coming off. That
Because
is a
Malik,
tandem.
like Malik Monk is on a tangent. Like he is tearing up. Like he's potentially coming nice trade piece. But of course, I prefer to keep him. Get rid of THT instead. Um, Gentlemen, do you know today, 1987, to this day, 1987, Michael Jordan pulled off one of this is seen as one of the most iconic dunks ever at that point, the free throw, glide from the free throw as he won the NBA slam dunk
Against the
contest.
Lakers.
No, not that, not that.
Oh,
See, there
oh,
you go.
oh,
In the
my
slam
bad. Oh,
in the slam dunk contest, he pulled off the glide from the free throw. Do y'all think that this Ron? Do you think that's one of the more iconic dunks ever, or has it been surpassed by many dunks since then?
Hmm. Yeah, like Eric was just said, Jordan. I'm not gonna disrespect Jordan on this Monday morning. Sure.
So we can't disrespect all the other dunkers that have come after him that have been more
Exactly.
like the dunk from the free throw isn't remotely like
Yeah, we've
the
all
best.
seen Levine and
That's the
Gordon's
best
dunk contest. Exactly.
without that's hands down. Had like remember when Vince Carter's like
Yeah,
it's over.
it's over.
The Levine and Gordon slam dunk contest is hands down the best one in which I've seen. What I'm saying, even though I was around, even though I didn't watch it, I was around for the Jordan versus Dominique, but hands down, Levine versus Gordon is the my top. I think my top two slam dunk contests that I've seen is Levine versus Gordon is number one, and then the Vince Carter slam dunk contest is number two.
Um, I want to answer a question. Really, not really answer a question because we was talking about LeBron's new big three. What's going on with him and the Lakers?
Mm-hmm.
We can't really. We have no idea what LeBron is going to do. However, the All Star game is coming up, and
hmm
LeBron James is one of the goats at intermingling and putting things
Mm-hmm.
together. I mean, he's the one
at
that
the
put
All
together
Star
him,
game.
D Wade, Chris Bosh, and Carmelo. LeBron
At the
put
All
all that
Stars
together.
game. Yep. At the
That's
All Star game. Yep.
we and he's picking. We need to pay attention to every single move LeBron does. If he starts picking Cleveland Cavaliers, did Garland make the All Star? I know they didn't
Yeah,
let
he's
Allen in.
Garland is an all star, I believe. I
Yeah,
think he's on.
they did. They did the Cavs dirty. They didn't let Allen into the All Star game, but I'm very
He's gonna get in.
interested in.
He's gonna get. I'm very sure he's gonna get in because he's gonna probably fill the injury role.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. He will. He got KD's gonna need a replacement. If we see an All Star game and LeBron is balling with Garland and Allen on the court, and that's like his top picks. Let's watch what he do. LeBron's gonna show us which big three is coming next. Because it's what he does. Is Bradley Beal out there that might become available? So I think big moves is coming with LeBron.
I think that's a great point that you just made, Ron. And I think that's a great recipe for how to create your future team if that's what you're trying to do. Is during the All-Star break and playing with individuals that you feel the chemistry is there on the court, and you see that y'all have that chemistry, and you see that possibly if that person was to come
Yeah,
with you to whatever team, that y'all could build something
right.
great. So yeah, I totally get where you're coming
I
from, Ron.
can't
That just totally makes
exactly.
sense.
He's great at what he does. I don't understand how y'all calling LeBron overrated.
I, there you go with that again. There you go
Um
with that again.
so Portland hitting that button on the let's blow up the franchise button. I wouldn't be shocked if Lillard ends up in LA.
Hey,
A
Ooh,
I'm
swap
for it. I'm
a
for it.
swap. If Lillard, I don't. They couldn't trade for Westbrook because they're not really going to get anything back, and they just need to get a bunch of picks. If another team could get involved, like OKC or something, a swap could happen. But in the off season, LA, if they get Lillard, they need to make that happen.
Hmm.
It's interesting. It's
It
interesting.
is. It is. It is. This trade week is gonna be crazy. This trade week
So
is
of
gonna be
course, as
crazy.
as we get ready to close it out, of course, giving love to the women. Shout out Elizabeth Cambridge signing with the Los Angeles Sparks as she goes teams up with the Boubaquet sisters and Tia Cooper. Let's go, LA Sparks this year, WNBA champions. Let's get another one. That's what I'm talking about.
I like that. Shout out to the ladies. Let's get them
Yeah,
paid.
Absolutely.
she
Mad
went
shouts
ahead
out
and
to the women.
she said what she said about Becky getting that $1 million as a coach, and she decided to take her talents elsewhere. Welcome to LA, Liz. We're glad to have you. So as we close out for today, gentlemen, we close Super Bowl picks on Thursday. We get to sit and do our rendition of the NFL honors. Then Friday we get a chance to pick our Super Bowl. Even one or two things going to happen. Even we going to all tie together, or Ron's going to win because I'm picking what Bishop's picking.
Hmm. No,
You said you
we
picking
won't
what?
tie. I'm up. We
I'm,
up.
correction. I'm picking against what Bishop's picking.
I was
So
finna say
Ron,
there's no way you picking with me and we
yeah,
gonna be tied. No,
yeah,
no,
I'm picking
no, no.
opposite what you picking, what
Oh
Bishop's
yeah, you
picking. So
have to,
even
partner. You
even
have
we
to.
all
Then we'll
tie,
be
or
tied.
even
Yeah.
we all tie, or
Yeah,
Ron wins. That's how it's going down. I can tell
Yeah.
you
we
that.
Yeah.
only
Yeah. Yeah.
we both will pick behind Bishop though, right? He's in first.
Yes, that's yep. You know what? Good job, Ron.
Really, Ron?
Because
No, me
sure
and hold
enough,
on,
yeah,
hold on, hold on, hold on.
it's
Ain't
a
me and
coin
Ron
flip because
tied?
y'all tied. Yeah,
No, we
it don't make a
tied. So
difference. I don't care because I pick
Ron
behind.
can
I
pick
pick
first.
behind.
Ron can pick first,
I
and
pick
then I
behind both of
pick.
you. That's
Yeah,
good.
I'll pick Ron
As long
pick
as I'm
first,
picking
and then I
behind
pick.
Bishop, I'm good. As long as I'm picking behind Bishop, I'm good.
I knew that was
So,
coming. I knew
Okay.
y'all was finna do that. I knew that. I
yeah.
knew that was coming. I knew that was
Even
coming.
even we all win or Ron wins. That's what I'm on.
Petty. He petty.
That's what I'm
Petty.
on. Either we all win or Ron win.
Petty Teddy right
I
there.
don't I
So
don't
Okay.
yeah,
I
we'll
don't
talk.
know what we gonna I don't know what we're gonna do on Friday, man. Because the Rams they don't win these games.
Today the media day starting today. Like
Is it today?
yeah, it starts today. I think today at 7 o'clock they start and go in, so we get a chance to look and see and trying to look and see what's the look in people's eye, if they feeling how they feeling, and
The
we
talk.
utilize that to go ahead. So it's getting close. It's coming down to the wire. We already
Let's
know
go.
Key in the building with the Cincinnati Bengals, and Kevin Absolute, excuse me, action brother Absolute Smith, represented by the Rams. We'll see who gets that
Key, will it be key
last
or
win.
will it be absolute?
Hey, we'll
Time
see.
will tell.
So you know what I'm saying, it's all coming down. We're saying greatly appreciate it, fellas. Y'all got any last words before we get up out of here today?
Yeah, man,
Chicago
real
Bulls
quick.
is going home in the first round.
Woo!
him and
This the
his
bull
bold
hate.
statements, bro. His bull hate is strong, bro. His bull hate is real strong, man. But hey, first let me say this, man. Y'all appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate you, Trey, Ron, man. A great show once again on this Monday morning. Thank y'all so much, man. I thank everybody for watching it. To Anthony Price, Freddie, Key, Erica, all y'all that tuned in and watched us, my brother Dante. We thank y'all so much, man, because without y'all, man, this show wouldn't be what it is on E2G Sports. Thank y'all for tuning in Monday through Friday, first formation from 0900 to 1100 hours Central Standard Time, and that's 9 o'clock to 11 a.m. for you civilian personnel. Great having y'all on here. We appreciate each one of them, including you, Zach. Appreciate you, Frat, as well as you, Frat. We thank y'all. And y'all have a great Monday, man. We're going to holler back at y'all on Tuesday. That's all I got, Trey.
Hey, I like to finish this by saying, me nor Bishop, neither one of us said that LeBron was overrated. Do
Thank you,
not,
Trey. Thank
do
you, Trey.
not,
Thank
because
you,
if y'all
Trey.
came on the last part and you caught Ron talking about y'all saying that is not what we said.
We did
That
not
is
say
not.
that.
We did not say any
We
of
did
that.
not. Thank you,
Just
Erica.
to keep
We
that.
did not.
Just to keep
Yeah.
that.
We did not
We
say
never
that.
said that. So don't, you know what I'm saying, how people pull excerpts and be like, yeah, you said this. No,
No.
there's a whole context, and that's not what we said.
That's
Fake,
just
fake,
wrong.
fake
Fake
news.
news.
Fake
There it
news,
is. Fake
exactly it.
news. That's that part. Let's stand. That part. Fake news.
So, of course, like I said, catch us back. We look to holler at y'all. You know what I'm
Stay
saying?
tuned, man. We got them picks coming up this weekend.
Yes. At this point, show attention. Fallout.
Roll Phi, Psi Rho Phi Military Fraternity Incorporated in the building. We gonna holler back at y'all. Peace.